Well, good evening, everybody. From UDA tonight, the Trojans open up the season here in 05 with a challenging effort against these Cardinals of Reading Central Catholic. The Trojans are about set to enter the field here at UDA on a very, very beautiful night. The sky virtually cloudless. There is just a very slight breeze blowing across the field from the near side to the far side, but otherwise it is just one beautiful evening for football. A little warm for the ball players and a little bit warm up here in the booth, but as the sun goes down and it gets a little bit more shade on the field, it's going to be an awfully nice evening for football. So we'll be set to go here in just one moment as the new look Trojans will take the field for the first time in this case a non-league ball game, but opening up the season here tonight. Trojans have won the toss, but they will defer until the second half, and so UDA will be kicking off, going right to left here or south to north at the ballpark. We'll be set for that opening kickoff here in just one moment. As I said, it is just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful evening here at UDA. What a great way to start the 05 season. Have the national anthem. We'll be right back. Okay, Trojans break the huddle now as we get set for the opening kick. It'll be, let's see, who's going to be our kicker here. Number 42, looks like be Mark Shadle kicking off for the UDA, or Showstyle rather. Mark Showstyle kicking off for the Trojans. And the Cardinals will send two men back to receive this kick. One of them's number 4, Trey Kelly on the near side. And I don't see the other guy's number, so here we go. Let's see if Showstyle can get a good leg into this one. Kick is up. Nice kick coming over this way. It's going to bound down to the 16-yard line at the 20, and he's going to be smothered under right there at the 20-yard line, or make it the 22. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Shadle in there on the stop for UDA, along with a couple of other Trojans, number 3, Tony Motter, and not sure who the other guy was at this moment, but nevertheless, the Cardinals will start out on their own 22, just ahead of the 22-yard line now. They have the yard line marks on the field, which really helps from up here, being able to see where they are. So the QB sets them up. Get his name in just a second. First is a handoff to the tailback. Up the middle he goes. Bounds ahead here now before he's stopped in there by one of the Shadle boys. This is number 60. That would be that, or Wiest rather, Kyle Wiest, making this stop for UD. A lot of the names are going to be a little unfamiliar to me on this opening night ball game as the season goes on. By the time we're in the 8th game, I'll know a lot of these guys. But anyway, I remember them from last year. I just can't pick up the names immediately, but nevertheless, it's a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball out the 27-yard line. And on a 2nd and 6. He'll pitch it back. Over the left side he goes with it. It's got some running room. Gets out around the 30 to about the 32-yard line. It'll be short. No, it is a 1st down. Enough for the 1st down by about a yard. And so on the second play of the ball game, the Cardinals get themselves a 1st down on their own 34-yard line. Good sweep that time to the right by that young fella, or to the left rather, by that young Cardinal. Number 12 out there is Brandon Riley. He is the quarterback for the Cardinals. 1st and 10 from their own 34. Tailback gets it, and we've got him this time as coming in there, but there's going to be a flag on a play, and with all those fellas out there, that could only be a face mask, I would think. About the only thing there could be in there. No, it's going to be holding against the Cardinals. Not much gain on the play. They picked up about a yard. Holding on the Cardinals is the call. Somebody squeezing one of the Trojans on their way in there, but a good stop made. Again, Tony Hoover in on the stop for UDA. Tony will be playing both ways this year. We'll need Tony to do everything he can because he is a powerful running back, as we all know, and plays a heck of a good defensive game as well. So The Trojans elect to take them back. It'll be a first down. And or second down rather. Second down and second down and 20. Or 19, something like that. At any rate, we'll stay back here now and see if Riley decides to put one up on a second and long. Nope, handoff coming over this way. Got some yardage, breaking some tackles, and gets all the way out here to around the 33-yard line, or 37-yard line, is it? No, 33. Out to the 33. Gain of about 7 on the play. Be second down and about 12. Now they have the down marker down to second down. Or is it third? What the heck down is it? Second. Okay. Okay. Well, the ref kept going 2, you know. Anyway, it is second down and 11. Second and 11. Long count from Riley. He'll drop back. He fires one over into the end. Let's see. Did anybody receive that? No. Good coverage over there by both Hoover and Harmon. The incomplete pass makes it third and 11 from the 33. Trojans want to hold them here now and get that football. QB goes over to the sideline and get the information. Riley has it now, and he's going to bring it back here and see if he can figure out a third and 11 play. Trojan defense going to try to stop this. And timeout's going to be called by the Cardinals. Something not looking so good defensively or offensively for them, so they'll call time, and Coach will jog on here to have a word with him. We'll be right back. There's 9:27 remaining here in the first quarter, no score. Go, Central Catholic's timeout is over, and we'll see what they do here now on a third and 11. Riley has it. He's going to throw. He's getting a rush, but you got the ball off. It is incomplete. Intended out here. So good pressure put on in there by Shadle and by Harmon, I believe it was. No, it wasn't. It was Whitmer putting some good pressure on the QB that time. And that'll bring up fourth down now. So the Trojans will get the ball back. They'll send Whitmer on the far side and Schwank on the near side of the field for UDA. Schwank number 2 and Whitmer number 21. Let's see what kind of a punt he can get off here. He'll step up to about his own 25-yard line to get this one off. And he does. Going to hit out here at the 37 of UD and roll out of bounds. Well, let's see. No, stayed in. Is down at the 36-yard line. So the Trojans with excellent field position now as they begin their first series on offense. Josh Kephart, 57. Jogging in there for UDA. We'll pick up some of these guys. Skylar Foltz, number 11. 21 is Whitmer. 20 out there, Harmon. And see who some of these other guys are here. 2 is Schwank. He'll flank out on the near side of the field. Harmon over on the far side. The eye in the backfield. Are they going to split the backs? No, they'll split them this time. Whitmer. And looks like they'll go from the shotgun here on the first play from series. Back to pass he goes. Fires one, a little screen over the far side. It is complete over there to Whitmer. Coming out of the backfield, gets himself a gain of a couple of yards, maybe 3. It'll be second down and 7. 36. Yep. Schwank will check out of the ball game now for UDA. Netter replaced him, number 6, Kyle Motter. He'll be the flanker on the far side of the field this time as they go over center. This time does Skylar Foltz with Whitmer and Hoover in the backfield. It's Harmon going in motion. Handoff is to Hoover. Hoover dives ahead across the 40 to the 41. Picking up about 4 on the play. It'll be third down. And 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 coming up for UD. 8 minutes, 7 seconds remaining here in the opening period. Schwenk taking the plays in now, and that means that Kyle Motter will check out of the ball game. Same formation now. The eye in the backfield. Whitmer the fullback, and Hoover the tailback. Back to pass he goes. Gets a rush. Fires one over this way. It's going to be incomplete. Hard to tell who that was intended for. I guess it was intended for Whitmer. He and Harmon both kind of in the area, but I think it was looking for Whitmer. A lot of pressure put on Skylar Fultz that time as he dropped back. He had a white shirt right there with him, and unable to get any kind of a decent pass off. So it'll bring up 4th down. The Trojans sputter here on their first offensive series, and they'll punt the ball to the Cardinals. Schwenk, the punter. See how he can do here. See if he gets a good one off. Good snap. And a good punt. Going to roll down the far side. Gets a good UD roll. Goes out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Somewhere in there they'll mark it. Looks like around the 30. All right, make it a 29. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals on their own 29-yard line. Kind of a very slow ball game last year out at Reading Central Catholic. The Trojans never really did get it going. Looked like they had given it a good effort at whatever, but it just seemed like things just weren't clicking at all out there last year. So we're hoping for better things tonight here on UDA. Handoff to the tailback, and up the middle he goes with it. And this time, fullback had it, I think, 38. Seraphin picked up 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Okay, 2nd and 7. He's looking to the left. Screens a little one out there on the side over there to that number 6, Nick Rosinelli. And he gets himself about 3 or so. Be 3rd and 5. Want to hold him right here. Ball right at the 35-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 4, really. He started out at the 29, so it'll be 3rd down and 4. And Trojans need to stop him right here. Riley's the QB. Here he comes this time. Well, they got him stopped this time. Some good tackling out there that time. Nice hit in there by 55 and 42. Good hit that time for UDA. That's set to Mark Shostal. And 55 is Taylor Shadle making a good stop. Absolutely no gain on that play, so it'll bring up 4th and 4. And again, a punting situation for the Cardinals. And again, we send back Schwenk and Whitmer for UDA. Schwenk on the near side of the field. See the snap. Excellent snap. And the kick. Nice kick. Going to be rolling around over there on Whitmer's side of the field. Let's see what they're going to do with it. Going to allow it to roll dead. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 23-yard line, something like that. We'll see where they mark it. It'll be rolled out at the 23, so it'll be 1st and 10. Now, the Trojans are not as good a field position to begin this series, but not bad at all at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. So let's see if we can get her going here now as we'll send Tuben out on the near side of the field for UDA. Handoff up the middle with it goes Hoover. He'll drive it ahead for a couple of yards. Not too much on that one. Hoover wearing number 3, his familiar number, not available tonight. Normally Tony is 34, but not tonight. So it'll be a gain of a long yard for Tony. 2nd down and 9 or 8. Maybe it's a little more than the yard. So we'll give him 2 and get 2nd and 8. Skylar Fultz. He'll hand this one off and up the middle again. This time goes Hoover. And Hoover will plow it out to about the 28-yard line. Picking up about maybe 3 or 4 on the play. Let's see. Picked up 4. Third down coming up. Okay, third down and 4. UD wants this one. Back to pass goes Fultz. He's looking. Got a man down this way. It's going to be overthrown and intercepted out here by number 5, Mike Lloyd. Picks that one off right at the 50-yard line. Intended out here for Swank, but a little bit underthrown that time by Fultz, or overthrown perhaps, whatever. Threw it into a pile of white shirts, and Lloyd come up with it. So, the best field position of the evening right now for the Cardinals as the ball rests squarely on the 50-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Reading Central Catholic on the midfield stripe, playing right out in front of us. Riley at the quarterback. Sends that Reinhardt in motion. Pitches it back here to Reinhardt. Reinhardt around the left side to the 30 or 47-yard line. Picking up 7 on the play. Check it to the 43-yard line, picking up 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3. 72 for UDA. That's Brad Dietrich. He rumbles in there. And out comes number 60, Kyle Wiest, jogging out of there for UD. Get that ball over to that Reinhardt. You can really turn around that left side. He's done it several times tonight. The Trojans have been fortunate enough to stop him a couple of times. Let's see if they can do it again here now, as we're looking at a 2nd down and 3. 4 goes in motion, and up the middle goes somebody, but there are flags on the play, so hold everything. We might have illegal procedure called against the false start. So that'll take them back 5, and the Trojans can use that one now. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Ball will be spotted back at the 48-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 8 on the false start called against the Cardinals. We start the clock with 2:53 remaining here in the opening period. A scoreless opening period as both teams feel each other out here. Try to find out what's going to work and what's not. So Riley looking at a 3rd and 8. Pitches back over here. 4's got it. He's going to try to get back here, but he is going to be tackled on a nice tackle made in there by number 56, Brock Stone, coming in there. Brock, big, strong kid, and Brock coming up there and making a good stop for UDA. Big loss on the play. Loss of about 7 on the play. It'll be back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 15. No. All right, 3rd down and 15 now for the Cardinals. Number 4, Kelly, he flanks or gets in the slot on the far side of the field. Back to pass goes Riley. He's getting hit, and he goes down back there. A good stop made that time as Stone again in there, along with number 42, Showstall, making a good effort right there. Stone, Showstall teaming up that time to make a big hit on Riley. Loss on the play of about 6, so it brings up a 4th and 21. So Swank and Whitmer again back deep to receive this punt for the Trojans. Good snap. High punt. Gonna be allowed to roll around. No, wait, they're gonna down it out here at the 22-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 UDA on their own 22. Now Trojans got to work something out here and get out of here, get into the sunlight here on the north end of the field. 1st and 10 UDA. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. No score. Again, they line up Whitmer as the fullback and Hoover as the tailback. Ends are split out wide on either side of the field as they look at a 1st and 10. Handoff is to Hoover. Hoover driving it ahead for some good yardage out to the 29-yard line. They'll spot it at the 28. Maybe even say his knee went down at the 27, but something like that. Nice. Yeah, just about the 28-yard line. Picked up a long 5. It'll be 2nd down and 4, looks like from here. Yeah, about 2nd and 4, something like that. 33 seconds left. Clock moving here in the first period. Harmon, the flanker on the near side of the field for UDA. Skylar Fultz, quarterback. Skylar marking out the signals. Big 2nd and 4 coming up for UD. Handoff this time again to Hoover, but this time he is hit already. Maybe a yard loss or so on that play. They'll give him his forward progress to the 26-yard line, but lost a yard on that one. Will bring up 3rd down and 6. As the clock winds all the way down here, and at the end of 1, there is no score. At the end of 1, nothing for either team. Well, the Trojans have gotten themselves down to the sunny side of the field, but it wasn't by virtue of any play they made. It was the fact that the time ran out. We reverse fields now. So now they're traveling south here at the old ballpark. As Skylar Fultz looks at a 3rd down and about 5. He's going to throw. He's looking. He's getting a rush. Gets out of the way of one guy. Fires one over this way. Is almost picked off as number 5 over there. That's at Mike Lloyd. Got a hold of that one and just dropped it. But wow. It'll be 4th down now. So that means we'll send Andrew Swank back to punt the ball. Here's the snap and the kick. Ooh, pretty nice kick. Going to come out here and be fair caught at the 42-yard line. And that's where the Cardinals will put it in play. So the Trojans, again, turn it over on downs, as have the Cardinals all night long so far. And we'll see what the defense can do against the Cardinals, holding them here at their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10, Reading Central Catholic. Kelly will look him over now on a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He is getting a rush. Fires one down the far side. It is picked off that time. The Trojans have got it. He can't get loose, though. But anyway, 87, Kevin Troutman with a big interception for UDA. 2 of them back there, and Kevin won the battle of those 2 guys. Kevin making a nice interception, the first interception for the Trojan Ball Club this season, of course, and that came at a nice time. Gives the Trojans a football on their own 31-yard line, 1st and 10 UDA. So one play, and we got it back. All right. Kevin reacting very strongly on that one. Just wrestled it right away. He had possession of it initially, but hung on then. So here we go again. Now as Fultz gets another chance to get the Trojans some pay dirt here. Let's see what happens. He's throwing. He's firing over this way. It's incomplete. A little slant-in pattern there intended for Matthew Harmon, but a little bit too far in front of Matthew. And so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. A little slant in there. Good coverage on Matt that time anyway. Skylar checking with him here as number 6, Kyle Motter, bringing the play in here. So it's a 2nd and 10. This time Harmon will flank on the far side, and Motter will be the flanker on the near side of the field for UDA. Pitches back there for Hoover, and Hoover's going to be trapped in the backfield, back around the 30-yard line, loss of a yard or so on the play. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 11.
Can't believe it. 14 zip.
Who are they playing?
Lewisburg.
Lion Mountain beating up on Lewisburg 14-0 here in the opening moments of their ball game. I guess first quarter, I suppose. 14-0 Lion Mountain over Lewisburg. Anyway, It's the 3rd down and 11 now, so UD's got to do something here. Here he's got to play. Pass over this way. Nope, no good. Intended over here for Kevin Troutman, but too many white jerseys around that one. Knocked that one down, and so it'll be a punting situation again for UDA as the offense just having a tickings of a time getting it uncorked here tonight. And that'll send Swank back to do another punting chore here for UD. Snap is a little low, but okay. Here's the punt. Comes up this way. It's going to hit. No, it's going to be taken on the fly, and Harmon will tackle him right out here at the 47-yard line, something like that. That number 20 there making the stop for UDA. But at the 48-yard line, it'll be the Cardinals putting it in play as we have what? Official timeout. Water break here for the boys, so it is a little warmer than I might have thought. So official very alertly taking it upon himself to call an official timeout and give everybody a break. That's good to see. And so we'll be right back with 10:36 left here in the first half. No score in the ball game. Okay, we're set to get back into it now as the official timeout is over for a drink. And here we go. 1st and 10 from the just about the 48-yard line of the Cardinals. Riley calling the signals. He has it. He pitch it back over there to that 17 Reinhardt. Reinhardt around the side to the 45 and now to the 42-yard line before he's brought down over there by Swank. It is enough, I believe, for the first down. It'll be awful close. They're going to look at it here. And they say they're going to measure it, but it looks from here like it's about an inch or 3 short, but we'll find out. It'll be awfully close. Huh? Can't get on. Yeah. Don't forget a penalty hurt them last time. Yeah. 2nd and goal from around the 8-yard line now for the Cardinals. This time it'll be looking to throw. Fires one over this way. It is incomplete. Might have been knocked out there. I think 56 might have got a hand on that. I'm not sure. Stone might have touched that one. I don't know. But anyway, it's 3rd down now. So Trojans getting a little tougher here. We need to. And they're doing it right at the moment. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 8. Riley, quarterback, pitches it back. Here is Reinhardt with it tripped up nicely. Big tackle made that time by Shadle, number 55 out there. Come up with a big one that time to Taylor Shadle. Wow, nice hit by double nickel out there. And a loss back to the 11-yard line. They'll bring up 4th and goal from the 11, and the team's changing here. It could be a field goal situation. We'll see. Yeah, they're going to try to attempt a field goal here now. And they're going to call time before they try this. And timeout called with 6:42 left here in the first half. And perhaps a field goal attempt coming up here. We'll see when we come back. Okay, the Cardinal timeout is over. And they have changed their mind. They're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and goal from the 11-yard line. Can the Trojans hold them out? We'll find out. Riley calling the signals. And he's going to keep it. He's going to look. He's going to try to throw it. Nope, he's not going to make it. A good defensive play by Tony Hoover. Coming out there and making the big defensive play number 3 there for UD. So the Trojans held them. They had a 1st and goal from the 8. The Trojans denied them that. Knocked them down back at the 19-yard line. So the Trojans will put it in play 1st and 10. Now let that be the last scare of the night for the UDA Trojans. Let's see if we get some offense generated. Now the defense has certainly done its job there. So we'll see now if we can break somebody loose here once. Here's Fultz. He's rolling. He's looking. He's getting a lot of pressure, and their ball might have come loose, but there is a flag on the play also. Yeah. Well, let's see what this is. Could have been holding, but we'll see. Okay, here it comes, and this is what it has. It's holding against UD. Now, the loss on the play was probably better than the holding penalty, and not sure about that. They're discussing it now, and we'll see what they decide to do. They're going to decline the penalty, take the play. The ball will be spotted at the 12 now, so it'll be second down and about 18 from the 12-yard line. So the Trojans just not having much luck trying to get the offense going here. Here's Fultz. He pitches it over here for Hoover. Hoover tries to turn the left side over here, or the right side over here, gets it out to the 15-yard line. Picked up a couple of yards that time, but this ball club here from Reading Central Catholic have some pretty big boys out here. Some big linebacker. They have that big, we'll pick him up this time. I forget what the heck number he is, but it was big. He's a big fella. So it's 3rd and 14. Ball now at the UDA 15. The ball has bounced back and forth the whole night long. That 38 out there for them is a pretty big guy. That's that Mike, whatever. Here comes Fultz, and he's going to be smothered down at the 5-yard line, where it's going to bring up a punting situation for UD from deep in their own territory. That means they're going to be asked to punt from in their own end zone. So Trojans getting themselves in some desperate straits here now, as these guys are in on Skylar Fultz. Are just not giving Skylar a chance to really do much with it. And so that means Schwenk will be back in the end zone 8 yards deep to get this punt off. Gets a good snap. Here's the punt. And it's going to roll up this way and go out of bounds at the 40-yard line of UD. Wow. So again, excellent field position to start out for the Cardinals, to say the least, on the Trojan 40, just inside the 40-yard line. 39-yard line, I guess they call it. 1st and 10, Cardinals. The line up again with Reinhardt as the tailback, Riley the quarterback. 1st and 10. He's looking. Fires one down the far side. Man is out here, and it's going to be incomplete. Coverage on the play right there by that Kevin Troutman, but the ball just a little bit underthrown. Some good pressure again put on the QB. He got the pass off pretty nicely, but underthrew it a little bit. And so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. QB has it. Up the middle, or off the right side he goes. Tackled nicely in there by Shadle. Nice stop in there. Taylor Shadle in there again on the stop that time. Grabbed him by the foot. And brings up a 3rd down and 7. Gain of 3 on that play. So it'll be 3rd and 7. Ball at the 37-yard line of UDA. Clock down to 4:08 left here in the scoreless first half. Not a great crowd tonight here for either ball club, due to the fact that there's some other football in the Valley here tonight. Williams Valley playing at Williams Valley tonight. Hold everything. We got a flag on the play. Well, a delay of the game call against the Reading Central Catholic Cardinals. Sets the ball back to the 42-yard line now and makes it a 3rd down and 12. So the Cardinals sort of shooting themselves in the foot here a couple of times tonight. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12 So let's see what we can do here to hold them. One man set in the backfield this time. Some flankers out on the far side of the field. He's looking to pass. Stumps one over the middle. Is incomplete. Pass out there if intended for that Cullen Noggle. But he goes to the incompletion and brings up a 4th down. So the Cardinals are stymied on their effort again here. And the Trojans will get the ball back. 3:44 left in the first half. And again, it'll be Riley and Whitmer going back to receive the punt for UDA. Noggle will be the punter for the Cardinals. They got a good snap here. Let's see this snap. Yep, good snap. And a kick coming over this side. Whitmer will grab it. No, he won't. No, he won't grab it. He probably should have left it go or whatever. Anyway, the fumble recovered by the Cardinals at the 14-yard line of UDA. So that one there is going to require another great effort on the behalf of the Trojan defense now, as the punt came down there and just was unable to be caught by Joe Whitmer. So the Cardinals get a big break here now, 1st and 10 on the UDA 14-yard line. Riley handing it off here. Reinhardt up the middle. He's tripped up in there at the 15 or 10-yard line. Looks like 6-0 might have got a hold of him that time. Kyle Wiest, I think, might have got a hold of him that time. Picked up 5, but he's 2nd down and 5 from the 9-yard line of UDA. Cardinals have been here before, walked away with nothing, so let's see if the Trojans can hold them this time. They'll flank out Rusganelli and Troy Kelly right out on the, or Trey Kelly, I guess it is, I don't know. Handoff, there's Reinhardt, he's in for 6. Touchdown, and that'll make the score 6-0. As he gets the ball in from about 8 yards out, I guess it was, something like that. So it's 6-0 Cardinals, and the Trojans are going to have to suck it up now and go right back to work with 2:55 left here in the first half. Noggle will try to kick the extra point out of the hold of Riley. Good snap, placement's down, kick is up, kick is good. So it is a 7-0 ball game now, and the Trojans will get the ball here in just a moment. Noggle got her set up here, teed up for the Cardinals. He'll kick to either Swank or Whitmer. And here is his kick. Low kick, line drive type, and it's going to be picked up over here by Whitmer. Whitmer at the 20, the 25. Look out, Whitmer has some running room. Whitmer's got one man to beat, and he can't do it. Should have got a block out there, but just couldn't do it. But Joe Whitmer, with a fine run back of that kickoff that time, takes it all the way down to the 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 UDA, 2:44 remaining in the half. Timeout's going to be called by the Cardinals now following that run, so the Trojans will be putting it in play here in just a second. Another official timeout for a drink, as UD will put it in play on their own 34, or on the Cardinal 34-yard line. Best field position for the Trojans tonight, right after this refreshment timeout. Okay, the break is over, and we're set to go here now on the 34-yard line of the Cardinals, 1st and 10. Skylar Fultz calling the signals. Skylar, look, no, it's not Skylar Fultz, and I beg your pardon. There's number 42 out there. That's Showstyle, Mark Showstyle, calling signals that time for UDA as he changed QBs here. Gain of 2, I guess. It'd be 2nd down and 8. So we have ball loose. Who the heck has it? Trojans have it for a gain on the play. Picked up a couple of yards. Showstyle waiting for the signal to come in. It comes in by way of Schwank this time. It's third down. Minute 45 left here in the first half. It'll be third down and a long 3 or maybe 4. Third down, just about 4. Showstyle over the center. Back to pass he goes. He is going to have to tuck it, and not much showing that play because the white shirts were all over him here. So that offensive line having a problem with those Cardinals, as those Cardinals come flying in there, as Cardinals will, and getting in the backfield pretty quickly against UD. So loss of a couple on the play will bring up 4th and 6. Coach Savage coming off the field after having given the fellas a good play here for on a 4th and 6. So we'll see what we can do. Now they're going to re-huddle here. They're going to put Hoover out as a flanker on the far side. They put Motter on the near side along with Swank. They'll operate from the shotgun this time, does Showstyle. So it's a big 4th down play for UDA. Whoa. Look out. Well, that'll do it for that, as the snap was way over everybody. And the Cardinals will take over on their own 41-yard line with 1 minute and 5 seconds left here in the first half. 1st and 10 Cardinals from their own 41-yard line. Riley hands it off to the first man through there, and let's see who that was. Was that Reinhardt? No. No, and this time it was number 32. That's Torres. Torres picks up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. 43 seconds remaining, and the clock continuing to move on down here now in the first half. Cardinals on top, 7-0. UD would like to hold them right there at that 7-0 score going into halftime, if we can. Riley handed off again, and this time it's going to be Reinhardt. Reinhardt breaks it down the far side. One man can perhaps get him. Let's see. No. Nope, not going to make it. Penalty flag back here on the play. Let's have a hold. Let's have a hold. What is it, sir? It is a hold. All right, this one's coming back. Oh, brother, what a break. As the kid went 56 yards with that one, but it's coming back. And I'll tell you, the Trojans catch another break here that way. And if we could just catch a break on offense, we'd be all right. But this one's coming all the way back. The flag is laying at the 49-yard line of the Cardinals. And Cardinals a little upset or whatever out here. 64 is anyway. Or what's his number here? This big guy here, 65. All right. He's upset. I don't know if he got the call or what. But anyway, the ball comes back. A holding is the call. And it'll be back to the 39-yard line now. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Cardinals. So the Trojans dodged the bullet there. 16 seconds remaining. Now, come on, let's get this play over with and get in the locker room and study a little bit of offense. Hand off again to Reinhardt. He goes up the middle, drags it ahead for a couple of yards. Stopped in there by that 5-0 guy. That's Travis Wiest. And 60, which is Kyle Wiest, I believe. And that'll do it. So the Trojans have hung on here and have allowed no more damage and go into the locker room trailing 7-0 to these Cardinals of Reading Central Catholic. Back with the second half here in just a moment. Well, the ball clubs are back. Both teams are back for the second half here now as we send out our co-captains tonight. Hoover, left to right. Hoover, Whitmer, 56. Escapes my memory. And Harmon, 56, is Brock Stone. They were our co-captains tonight for the ball game. The Trojans will receive the kick to begin the second half. So if they've gained any knowledge in the locker room at halftime, they should be able to display it immediately here, and we hope that that's the case. We'll see. Great defensive ball game from both standpoints. Our one miscue allowing the Cardinals some really, really good field position, and eventually they scored off of it, but that was the only time that the Trojan defense bent at all. So Cardinals, on the other hand, are doing a job on the Trojan offense so far in the first half. So we'll see if we can change things now as we get set to go with the second half. And as I say, UDA will receive the second half kickoffs. Now if we can hang on to it and get some good field position here, why, we'll be okay. Plenty of time remaining, 7-0. That's in like if you're in a baseball game, it'd be a 1-0 ball game. So here we go. Second half kickoff about to get underway here. Here it comes. Noggle kicks it down here. Let's see. It's going to go over to the other side here. Picked up over there by Swank. He'll pick it up from the 15 to go to the 20. Still on his feet. Breaks a couple of tackles and drives it all the way ahead here to the 28 or 29 yard line. Pretty nice run back by Andrew Swank after he misplayed the kick just a little bit, but got himself going and picked up about maybe 10 or 12 yards after that, 15 maybe. At any rate, it'll be Skylar Foltz checking back in there as the quarterback for UDA. So let's see if we can get something going here now. Got to get Tony Hoover into the offense. Whitmer is the fullback, Hoover the tailback for UDA. Here's the first play from series to begin the second half. Pass. It is incomplete, intended over there for Swank, but he was really covered. So it'll bring up a second down and 10. So second and 10 now for UD. A lot of tough coverage for these guys. The handoff this time is to Hoover. Hoover breaks the tackle. Now he's got some running room and tripped up on a good stop made out there by number 12, Brandon Riley, the quarterback of the Cardinals. And but one of the best bursts of the evening for Tony. Third down and a yard to go for a first down. The ball now at the 38-yard line of UDA. That Brendan Riley, got a hand on him down around the ankle, tripped him up. Otherwise, you know, Tony can really pick him up and put him down. Has great balance out there, but just got tripped up that time. There's a big third down in one play. Handoff is to Hoover. He's not going to get it. Well, they'll knock him back for maybe a yard or so loss. It'll bring up a fourth down and a punting situation for UDA. So they fail to convert on the 3rd and 1. It would be 4th and 4, and that means that back to punt will go Andrew Swank. He'll be punting from about his own 35-yard line. The ball is resting on the 36-yard line or on the 30-yard line. I mean, his ball's resting on the 36. Here's a nice snap. Here's the kick. Line drive kick. Got to be taken in the air out here by somebody. There's a flag on the play. Got a block in the back out there someplace. That was Reinhardt who returned the football, but there is a penalty laying back here on the penalty flag laying back here on the 45-yard line. It is against the Cardinals, blocking in the back, and so that'll be, I think, a pretty good sized one. And if it is, it'll take them back to the area of the 30-yard line, I would think. We'll see. Nope, 10-yard, back to the 35-yard line. Okay. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals on their own 35-yard line. So here we go on a 1st and 10 now from the 35. Riley hands this off to the first man through there. He goes for a couple of yards out over the 30 or out over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Picked up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Trojans having their hands full with that big line. A pretty good sized line out there for that Cardinal offense. Here's Riley in close. Handoff again here. This time is to 32. That's Torres. I believe that was Simon Torres that time with a football. And he has the first down by about a couple of inches. So they'll stop the clock momentarily to reset the chains. And the ball's at the 45-yard line of Reading Central Catholic. First and 10. The Trojans just having a heck of a time here now. Trying to stop these guys. They've done it effectively at times. Let's see. Tony looks like he's going to come, but let's see if he is. Now the long count. Now, wait a minute. Maybe too long. A delay of the game going to be called against the Cardinals. So that long count by Riley was a long count. A little bit too long. It'll cost them 5 and make it a 1st and 15. Put the ball back to the 40-yard line. Trojans have had a lot of breaks like that tonight. Cardinals have been penalized, I do believe, more so than Trojans for sure. And it cost them again here, 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from the Cardinal 40-yard line now. So let's see. Need to pick one of these off here. Riley will hold everything. Now we got another flag. Hold the phone. Penalty on the play. Somebody jumped somewhere. Could this be against the Cardinals? Yes, it could. That'll take them back 5 more. All right. 5 more to make it a 1st and 20. Yeah. Another 35 yards and penalties. We're going to be looking good. It's on the 35-yard line now. 9:03 left here in the third quarter. Third quarter trying to get underway. Not having a whole lot of luck. Okay, here we are on a 1st and 20. Fires one down the far side. Man is out there. It's incomplete. He had the Trojan defender beaten by about 2 yards that time, but it was overthrown by about 2, thank goodness. And so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 20. Second and 20 from the 35 for Reading Central Catholic. In motion goes that 4 guy. Coming over this way, pitches back here to the big fella. And he'll be thrown out of bounds here nicely. It's coming up to meet him is Swank. Number 4, Trey Kelly. With a big burst that time. Picked up about 15. It'll be, in fact, he picked up, let's see, 16 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and about 4. Yep. 3rd and 4. So a big burst that time by that Kelly. And UD has to dig in here at their own 49-yard line. Kelly hands off here to Reinhardt. Reinhardt trying to pick his way over the left side here, getting a lot of pressure. No, it wasn't. It was Torres. It was Torres, not Riley. I think it was. Let's see who's getting off the pile here. Torres that time on the carry. It's 4th down in the yard. The Cardinals want to go for it, of course, on a 4th and 1. And they're going to go for it. Yeah, they'll go for it. 32 Torres checking out of the ball game as Reinhardt back in there for the Cardinals. Nate Reinhardt will probably get the call. Let's see. He looks pretty excitable out there. He looks bigger than he rated in here. It says 5'10", 165 pounds. That's not a real big guy at all. And a fullback's got it, and he's got the first down. Traveling down to the 44-yard line of UDA. And so it'll be 1st and 10. So the Trojans unable to hold him here on a 1st and 20 see the Cardinals come up and get themselves a first down at the Trojan 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Reading Central Catholic. Hold everything. Hold it. Flags on the play. Well, the Cardinals do it again. They pick up a false start penalty and takes them back 5. It's 1st and 15. Yep, from the 49-yard line of UDA now on a 1st and 15. He wants to throw. He has time. He fires one down the far side. Man is out here this time. It is incomplete. In and out of his hands. Intended out there for that number 8, was it? 6. Rosganoli or whatever his name is. And it'll bring up 2nd and 15. Wow. 2nd down and 15. Handoff is to the fullback, and this time he's not going to get anywhere. Good stop made in there. Tony Hoover coming up among others to make the stop for UD. 3rd down, hardly any gain on that play. Be 3rd and 15. Good defensive play that time by Tony Hoover. Coach shouting out instructions down here to the fellows here, trying to get them to hang in there with these guys. Coach Fralick wants to see us get the ball back and see if we can generate some O. Here we go on a big 3rd and 15. Handoff, and nothing doing that time. Another good stop this time by that number 5 Taylor Shadle. Making a great stop, and there goes Taylor Shadle. Another loss on the play, this time of about 4 more yards. Bring up a 4th down and 18. So I think the Trojans will get the ball back. Well, let's see now. Darn it, we got to get back into this one. Noggle will punt the ball. He'll be standing about at his own 40 when he gets this one off. Good snap. Here's the punt. It is high, not real deep. Just don't get hit with it. He's going to catch it out there and be pretty much smothered already. That's Swank. At the 27-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. UDA on their own 27. Well, we'll see what the Trojans can do now. We got to do something on the offense. The offense has been sparse, to say the least. It's been scarce. So they have Harmon. He'll flank on the near side along with Swank. Yep, timeout's going to be called by UDA. Coach Savage, you go in here and see if we can get something cooking here on the offense, and we'll be right back. Okay, the UD timeout is over. Now let's go to work. 1st and 10. Pitch is back over this side. This is Tony Hoover. Tony makes one break, and then he's still on his feet. Tony makes another break. Down to the 40, down to the 50-yard line. Tony Hoover with a good run that time, breaking some tackles as Tony Hoover can. And he made a nice play on that one, breaking a couple of tackles and gets himself some good yardage all the way out to the 49-yard line, just shy of the 50. Well, the ball's touching the 50. We'll call it the 50-yard line. It is 1st and 10 UDA. Swank will check out as Kyle Motter brings the play in for UD. Motter will flank the near side. Harmon on the far side. Whitmer, fullback, and Tony Hoover as the tailback. Here it comes again. This time Hoover tries to swing around the left side. He's going to get a little bit of running room out that way. Stops, wants to move it ahead, and does for about 5 yards. So Tony, with a good run that time, getting up a little slowly out there. Is he okay? Yeah, he's. Oh, no, I don't think Tony is okay exactly. He felt something that time. I don't know what. Might have to come off. He got hitting the thigh the way it looks. Yeah. He's going to remain in the ball game now. It's 2nd down and 5 for UD. Second and 5. Skylar Fultz, the QB. And now we're going to have a 5-yard penalty on UDA for a false start. Well, the illegal procedure penalty against UDA sets the ball back to the original line of scrimmage now, makes it second down and 10. Back to pass goes Fultz, getting a big rush, and down he goes. As coming in there to knock him down that time and injuring himself on the play is their big runner, 17. That's that Reinhardt. Nate Reinhardt looks like he got kicked in the shin or something. And timeout will be called to administer to Mr. Reinhardt. Big loss on the play of 10 yards. It'll be third down and 20 when we come back. Okay, third down and 20 now for the Trojans from their own 40-yard line. They go to a shotgun formation now, does Skylar Fultz. Back to throw. We'll stay here. We'll fire one down this way. It is complete on a great catch. A super catch out there by Kyle Wee. All right, let me get him right here. By Kyle Motter. Super catch by Kyle Motter, extending himself. Where'd he go? And making that catch out there. Really, really a terrific catch. A good throw and a great catch by Kyle Motter here, number 6. Way to go, Kyle. Big first down play on a third down and 20. Trojans now have it on the 39-yard line of the Cardinals. That is first and 10. Boy, oh boy, what a big one there. They flank Kevin Troutman out on the far side of the field this time for UDA as they go back over center and hold everything. Delay of the game. What? Whoa. Delay of the game. Wow. Well, that cost them 5. It'll make it first and 15. The ball back to the 44-yard line of the Cardinals. So the Trojans pick up a delay of game. The Cardinals have a couple of them. And 2:44 left here in the third quarter. Troutman again will flank on the near side of the field. Harmon on the far side. Got to get Matthew Harmon in the offense here. Skylar can get a chance to throw. And timeout called now. This time again, time called. Okay, I guess the Trojans have it all sorted out now. It's first and 15. Following that timeout, Trojans still have 2 timeouts remaining. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining in the ball game. 2:44 left here in the third. Motion comes over this way. Here comes Hoover. Hoover around the left side. Needs a blocker too. Picks his way ahead here. Now the ball came loose. And it looks as though the Cardinals have recovered the football. So the Trojans suffer another bad break here now as the ball goes over to the Cardinals on their own 35-yard line. It'll be first and 10. Reading Central with 2:34 left here in the third. Well, let's see if the Cardinals can destroy themselves again here. Let's see, handoff up the middle. Here comes number 42, or number 4 rather. That's at Trey Kelly. Studham with the tackle for UDA. A gain of 2 on the play. It'll be second down and 8. So Trey Kelly gets himself 2. Studham gets himself a tackle. And it's second down for the Cardinals. 2:07 left in the third. Cardinals leading 7-0. Kelly seems to be limping back there a little bit, favoring his 1 foot for the Cardinals. Here's a quarterback. He's going to try to turn around the side here, and he gets dragged down by Tony Hoover along with Swank. Drag him down after a gain of a few, all the way out to the 42-yard line. It'll be third down and 3 now, so the Trojans really have to dig in here now. Momentarily, at least, the Cardinals without the services of that Reinhardt. And it looks like Kelly kind of favoring his leg back there, so we'll see what they come up with here on a 3rd and 3. Riley's a pretty big kid. Let's see. He's 6'1", 205 pounds. And now we have another penalty on the play. Well, another false start against the Cardinals, make it a 3rd down and 8. So once again, the Reading Central Cardinals here trying to, Reading Central Catholic Cardinals, trying to give the Trojans a break. If we can take advantage here now, they get themselves another penalty. And instead of a 3rd and 2, it's a now 3rd and 8. He's going to throw. Dumps one over the middle. It is, tipped up in the air, complete. Down he goes here at the 6-yard line. 42. Showstyle coming up to make the stop. But there was one of those where they tapped it up in the air and picked off by the Cardinals. Wow. What a big break there for Reading Central. It's at the 28-yard line of UDA. Wow. Tough break there for UDA. They had them on a 3rd down until that big tip there. They practiced that, tipping them and getting the tip. Here comes Riley. Riley around the right side over there and still at his feet until Swank finally brings him down. Down around the 20. And timeout called here for the end of the period. So the Trojans struggling here now. See themselves go into the 4th quarter with the Cardinals owning the football at the UDA 20-yard line, and the Trojans trail 7-0.
Girls game time 2 o'clock. From Thursday, September 8th, Williams Valley will be at the Upper Dauphin Middle School game time again 4 o'clock.
Set to go with the 4th and final quarter here at UDA. And a 2nd down and 3 looking at the Cardinals. The ball's on the UDA 21. Riley with it, pitches it back here to that 32 Torres. Torres turning the side over there is hit before he gets to the 1st down yardage as Hoover coming up to make the stop on him. It's a gain of maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 2. The ball now at just inside the 20-yard line of UDA. At the 19, I guess you'd call it. Here we go on a 3rd and 2. This time Riley sneaks it, and he's got the 1st down as he drives it to about the 17. First and 10, Cardinals. All right, let's see what we can do to hold them here now at the 17 on a 1st and 10. Riley pitching it back over here now to that Torres. Torres turning the corner over here. He's going to try to get himself some room, but he can't. Forced out there nicely as Whitmer comes over to make the stop on him, along with a Gimpy now, 87. Kevin Troutman must have pulled a little hamstring or something on that one. I don't know why, but anyway, it's kind of hurting out there right at the moment. You can see him trying to stretch it out here. Maybe got to have one of those Charlie horses in the back of the leg. At any rate, it's a gain of 5 on a about 5 on the last play, I guess. Here's Riley with it. Riley is going to be hit and tackled back at the 15-yard line. As coming in there to make the stop is Showstall. Good stop that time by Showstall. Assisted in there by number 56, Brock Stone. Loss of a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Trojans have got to hold them off here and then some kind of miraculous offense generated here and get right back into this one. 9:45 left here in the ball game. Hold them here, 3rd down and 8. Riley has the ball, goes around the corners, tackled nicely out there, this time by number 55, Shadle. Taylor Shadle making a good stop. It's 4th and 4. Now the Trojans have really got to hang in there. Tough. Number 68 checking into the ball game. That's Josh Stadheim. 56 in there, Stone in the front of that line. 72, Brad Dietrich. Let's see. We can hold them here now. Big, this will be a huge play to go for a field goal. Okay, they're going to try a field goal. I didn't see the field goal team come on, but they're going to try it. Placement's down, snap is up. Kick is no, is it good? Good, oh my goodness. Made it over there by 3 feet probably. And that makes the score now 10-0 on the field goal. About a 13-yard field goal, something like that. And it's now 10-0 with 8:53 left in the ball game. Well, Nalgo has it teed up here for his Cardinals following their field goal. And the Trojans look to get a good run back here, maybe. Let's see. The ground ball picked up in here by Schenk. Swank with it, gets good balance there. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Cutting it across the field, gets himself in the loose. Look out, down to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10. It's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, UDA. A touchdown, and they broke a lot of tackles, and UDA right back into this one now, trailing by 4, and an extra point try coming up. A super run by Andrew Swank, taking it all the way down the field. We'll see what the yardage was. 80-yard kickoff touchdown run by Andrew Swank. Wow. And the Trojans will have the extra point try here. Here's Kyle Wiest attempting the extra point. We'll look at the snap. That's always important on these things. Good snap. Placement's down. Kick is up. Kick is blocked. Well, kind of snap was a little bit misplayed out there somehow or another. But the Trojans are on the scoreboard for the first time here at 05. 36 remaining in the ball game. It's now 10-6. Trojans trailing by 4. Mark Shostak has it teed up here for UDA. Getting set to kick off following the first touchdown of the new year for UD. And here he comes. It's a nice kick. Going to be driving them back here to the 11-yard line. 15, 20, up to the 25. And it's going to be gang tackled out there at about the 27-yard line. Good stop out there. 56, Brock Stone, the bottom of the pile. 78 out there, that Evan Roberts helping out on that stop, I believe. A whole pile of Trojans out there on that one. A spot at the 28-yard line of the Cardinals, 1st and 10. 8.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. So let's see if the Trojans can stop them here and then get something going as Riley looks them over. He'll hand it off. Up this way it comes, and he drags it out for a yard or 3 out over the 30 to the 31-yard line, picking up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Second down, 7 for the Cardinals. Stone in there, along with that 68 Stadheim. 60, of course, is Kyle Wiest. So let's see what happens here now on a 2nd down and 8. He's going to throw. Riley looking deep down the side over here. It is going to be incomplete. Intended for that number 6, Nick Roszielli. But good coverage out there that time by Kevin Troutman. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. Stops the clock, or 3rd down and 7 rather. Stops the clock with 7:38 left here in the ball game. And we'll be set to go here in just a second now on a big 3rd down 7. Want to stop him right here. Here's Riley got it. He's going to be tackled, I think. Yeah, finally out here. He was slowed down initially back there by Shadle, but then he bumped ahead here and finally was stopped after a loss of a yard, be 4th down and 8, and so the Trojans have held them here now and should get the ball back in pretty decent field position, we hope. And they'll be punting it out of there. Noggle back to punt. He'll step up to around his own 20-yard line to get this one off. See what kind of a snap he gets. A little bit high, but not much of a rush from UD. Here's a line drive kick coming down this way, and let it go. And they do wisely let it go. Back at the 34-yard line. So the Trojans will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line now with 6:47 left here in the ball game. 1st and 10, UD. That should really pep the kids up here now, that big 80-yard touchdown run on the kickoff by Swank. So let's see if it has inspired him here. They put one set in the backfield this time behind quarterback Skylar Fultz. Skylar going back to pass. He's looking. He's firing one down the far side. It is complete. Oh, and then he got tripped up. And there's a flag on the play. He might have pushed off. Let's see. There is a penalty flag on the play. Yeah, I think he pushed off. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Pass interference against UD. Offensive pass interference. Yeah. So, anyway, it looked good, but won't count. Well, not only do we get a penalty, I think we also get a loss of down. So we'll bring up 2nd down and 25. The ball now back at the 20-yard line. Second down, 25. But Fultz had pretty good protection that time. He had a time to throw that ball out there, and of course, it was caught. Here, look out now. He's going to have to scramble. He's going to look and run. Fires one down the sideline. It is incomplete. Intended for Swank, but falls an incompletion. Will bring up 3rd down and 25. 3rd and 25. Looking at UD now. Troutman will flank on the near side of the field for UDA. He's the only one. Oh no, now on the far side there goes a couple of other receivers. They'll work from the shotgun. We'll stay back. Fultz with time. Fires one down this way. It is tipped in the air, incomplete. Intended there for Troutman, but gets tipped up, and that'll bring up a 4th down, and so the Trojans will have to turn it over. 6:09 left here in the ball game. And UD in a punting situation. So that means they'll send back Swank to punt this football for UDA. See if he can get a good snap and a good punt off. Snap's pretty good. Here's the kick. Not bad out here at the 48-yard line. It's received by that number 4 Kelly, and then he'll kind of stumble ahead to about the 44-yard line where the Cardinals will put it in play. 1st and 10 on the Trojan 44. 1st and 10 Cardinals. Trojans again have to stop them this series in 3 plays. 3 and out again they need because the clock is down to 5:58. Cannot let them get a first down if we can help it. And timeout's going to be called by the official for a water timeout. Okay, 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals on the Trojan 44-yard line following the official timeout for a drink. Hand off is to the big fullback, and this is 38. Man, is he rambling through there for a lot of yardage. Finally stopped in there by number 20 Harmon. but a big gain all the way down to the 20-yard line now, and it's 1st and 10 Cardinals on the UDA 20. Huge gain that time. That's a big number 38 in there. It's that Mike Seraphin. This time it's going to be a ball, but it bounces right back here. Riley lost it right back here, and Noggle fell on it. Picked up one on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Gosh, had that bounced another way, the Trojans might have had a chance at that one, but instead, Noggle was right there. 5:07. Clock moving on down here. We'll be under 5 minutes to play by the time they get this play off. Big 2nd down and 9. Need to hold them here. Quarterback still has it. He's going to keep it. He drives it down to around the 15-yard line. It'll be short of the 1st down by about 3 or 4. Depending where they spot it, where they're going to spot it. Spot it right back on the 15-yard line. 3rd down and just about 5. Here we go with another couple of big plays for UDA defense. Here's Riley. Whoa, hold the phone. This time it's going to be a Trojan encroachment offside, whatever they want to call it. No. Ooh, it's against the Cardinals. Whoa, somebody must have pulled, I guess. Wow, again, the Cardinals. Wait a second, they might want to talk this over. It looked to me like a Trojan was about 3 steps into the backfield before the ball was snapped, but we'll see. Yep. If it's against the Cardinals, it would be another disturbing motion for them. Let's see. Now they got it separated out, he thinks. Dead ball foul. Offsides against UD. Yeah, that's probably the proper call. Although we didn't want to hear it, but that's probably the right call. That cost them 5. Takes the ball to the 10 and a 1st down. So it's 1st and goal now from the 10-yard line. Ball resting right on the 10, so it's 1st and goal from the 10. So the Cardinals dodge one there. Here's 17. He's Reinhardt gets it down to about the 7. 2nd and goal from the 7. Reinhardt, who had been out for a little while there, back in there now, so he's okay, whatever. Got a kick in the leg or something here a little while ago. I think it was in the 3rd quarter. But he's back and looking okay again. 2nd and goal from the 7. This is going to be Reinhardt again down to the 5. And it looked like a flag on that play. Holding against the Cardinals. So that'll bring that one back. You got to be kidding. These guys have been waiting for the Trojans to break one all night. And Trojans just haven't been able to do that. So let's see. They'll bring it back, I think. Now we have an injured player. Or no, we don't. Yes, we do. Yeah, there's an injured guy down on the field on the far side over there. So timeout momentarily called. In the meantime, the official will mark the ball back to the 15 or 16, 17-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and goal from the 17 with 3.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Okay, the penalty has been set back. It's now at the 17-yard line. And here we go on a 2nd down and 17. Riley, the quarterback, has been there all night long. Handoff this time. No, he's not. He's got to. Well, wait a minute. What? Not sure what he did with it, but it's a big gain on the play. Sorry, folks. I kind of missed that one. Anyway, let's see. 17. That's Reinhardt again. They wanted Reinhardt to score. Ball's at the 3. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line now. Reinhardt doing everything he can to try to get 7 for his Cardinals. I think that'd be the guy I'd have to key on because he played a heck of a good game, had some good runs for Reading Central Catholic, and they would like to get him the football to finish off his night. Nope, it's going to be the first man through. That's going to be that Simon Torres. That was it. Bring up 4th and goal now with 2:17, 2:16, and so forth. The clock is moving. No, that was Mike Serafin, I think. Timeout Trojans called now with just 2:12 remaining in the ball game. Well, big 4th down play coming up here for the Cardinals and for UDA. If the Trojans want to keep them out of here, let's see. 4th and goal from the 3. In motion, they come over this way. Handoff is to the big guy, and he is going to not make it. The Trojans are going to hold him down here at about the 3-yard line, about the 1-yard line, make it. So the Trojans have held with 2:06 left here in the ball game. So if this was pro football, there'd be an hour and a half to play yet. But we've got 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here. And the Trojans trailing by 4. So all we need is a touchdown for to get the extra point. We could use a TD here. Hoover will check out of the ball game. The Trojans will go to a passing offense. You can bet they're on the 1-yard line with 2:06 left in the ball game. Put some receivers in there and see what we can do. They're going to put Troutman along with Swank out here, along with Harmon. From the shotgun he goes. He is standing 3 yards deep in the end zone and hold everything. There's a delay of the game. Delay of the game. Well, that'll march him back 1.5 feet. Delay of the game. I think that kid out here just got his watch. He was just showing he's got one here. Oh, no, it's a different guy, actually. Yep. Well, anyway, it took too long. Cost him 1.5 yards. Or a half a yard, I mean. 2:05 left here. Didn't run anything off the clock, so we're still okay. Just makes it 99.5 yards to go for a TD. Here we go again from the same formation. It's a pass. Fires one down this way. It is incomplete. And a flag on the play over the far side. Or where's the flag? There is a flag out here. 6 seconds the play took to develop, and so the Trojans holding against the Cardinals. Well, the flag is laying out here at the 15-yard line. Another Cardinal down over there, another leg cramp, the way it looks. Warm, muggy night, and cramping occurs, of course, quite often. So anyway, they're going to measure this one, see what happens, and then we'll be right back. Timeout called for the official for the injury over here. Okay, the young fellow that was injured is now off the field, and so we're set to go. Trojans looking at a first down and about 1 foot or 2. Again, from the shotgun they'll go. And he's looking. Got pressure, gets away from one guy, gets away from another guy, dumps one off over here to, who is it? Oh, he did go out of bounds, okay. No, a first down, all right, that was to Kevin Troutman. Kevin pulled that one in. Good scramble that time by Skylar Foltz, who looked like he was going to be hit early on, but then scrambled away and was able to get a pass off. Tony Hoover will check out of the ball game for UDA. Trojans with their receiving squad in there mostly. It's 1st and 10. UDA, 1.5 minutes remaining. Passing goes. Fires one down the side over here. It is incomplete. Probably intended for Kyle Motter, but overthrown, and so it'll bring up 2nd down. Stops the clock with 1:25 left here in the ball game. Showstyle will check out. Tony Hoover back in there for UDA. So let's see what we can do here now on a 2nd and 10. Fires one down the field over here. Oh, it is intercepted. Number 22 has it. He'll get bounced out of bounds. A flag on the play. Yep. Going to have an illegal block against the Cardinals. That would be after the interception, I'm sure. So the Cardinals will maintain the football. And that'll about do it here for UD the way it would look. Now, 1:14 remaining. And they'll take the ball back here. And spotted at the 30 or 28-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals on their own 28. So, Trojans, again, with only 1:14, look for a fumble, interception, or something. Of course, the Cardinals will be just running it out here as hard as they can, I would think. Yep, you'll go down on a knee. So that's going to about do it for this ball game, although the Trojans spend one of their timeouts. They had 2 remaining, so we get another one yet. And we'll be right back after this UDA timeout. Okay, the Trojans have no timeouts remaining. Check it. No timeouts, so he'll just go down on a knee again, which he does. And that should almost do it. They'll be forced to call one more play as we have 1 minute remaining, 1 minute remaining in this one. So it would appear the Trojans are going to lose this one by 4, 10-6, because they'll even maybe take a penalty and sit on the next one, whatever. Anyway, there's your score. And out here is what's happening on the field, which is not very much. It's down on again. That'll do it. 24 seconds, 23 seconds. So the Trojans dropped the opener here in the 05 season to the Reading Central Cardinals now by a final score of 10-6. Tough ball game, very defensive-minded ball game. Cardinals with a lot of penalties that cost them a lot of yardage. The Trojans with the inability to crank up the offense and get anybody really sprung. Their big highlight of the night, of course, is going to be that fine run by Swank on a kickoff return for 80 yards, which was big. Otherwise, the Trojans need to figure out how to generate some offense. Hey, good evening, everybody, from Newport. Tonight, the Trojans have traveled over the river and through the woods to Newport to take on the Newport Buffaloes in the opening ball game of the Twin Valley Conference for both ball clubs. Both teams coming off non-league ball games last week when Newport beat up on East Juniata 46, I think it was, to nothing. At that same night, the Trojans were getting nipped by the Reading Central Catholic Ball Club by a score of 10-6. So neither club had proved very much last week, when Newport played a hapless EJ team, and the Trojans took on a pretty good size Central Catholic Ball Club. So tonight they'll go for the marbles in the Twin Valley Conference, and so we'll be curious to see how we make out. The booth up here is a little jammed, although the 2 coaches are not up here with me right at the moment, but it just for the sake of the tape, it may get a bit wobbly if I am required to shoulder hold the camera, which I'm doing right now. But anyway, otherwise the evening is just absolutely gorgeous for a football game again. The Trojans have been so fortunate to have just beautiful, beautiful weather for their football games, and it is going to be a very pleasant evening, and hope it gets even more pleasant as the Trojans can get on the scoreboard early and often. So we'll find out here. They'll have to contend with that number 9 Stu Kirk, who is everything. The fellows up here told me already. He said Stu Kirk is everything on the ball club, so we'll see if we can hold him down. He's a very dynamic quarterback, runs the ball a lot, and just keeps the option to himself. So we'll see if the Trojans can stop him. Back with the opening kickoff and the toss of the coin here in just a moment. Buffaloes have won the opening toss, and they have deferred until the second half, so they'll be kicking off to our Trojans here in just one moment. Hoover will kick it off here, and either Motter or Whitmer back here to receive the kick. Joe on the far side of the field, Kyle Motter on the near side of the field for UDA. And so we're opening the ball game up here in just 1 second. Big guy. If he gets a toe into this, he had to be able to kick it right out of this ballpark. He's a big one. So here we go. The opening kickoff of tonight. You might say the opener. It will be the opener of the TVL. Or TVC, Twin Valley Conference. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can get a good run back, get some good field position, and get going early with the offense. Kick is popped up. Boy, not very deep at all. Somebody grabbed that ball. It came loose. And let's see who has it down here. The ball was kicked right here. Only landed at the 40-yard line. Had a couple of Trojans touch it. But they're going to say that it is Upper Dauphin football. Upper Dauphin came up with it somehow or another. Boy, there was a crowd there, but anyway, let's hope that's not an omen of things to come here tonight. They will take over at the 35-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 UD. The Trojans dodge a bullet there as the kickoff was popped up. Basically, heck, it landed about the 42-yard line or so of the Trojans, and then was touched by a couple of ball players, fumbled around out there, and finally someone came up with it. So fortunately, we have the ball. So we'll go to work with it here on a 1st and 10. 2 wideouts on the far side of the field. It is in motion. 42. Handoff is to that 4-2 guy, and he'll try to turn it upfield, but he won't be able to do it as he's trapped in the backfield. For a loss of a yard or so on the play, it'll be 2nd down and 11.
Number 42, Mark
2nd and 11. Showstyle with the carry that time off the handoff of Skylar Foltz, but smelled out quickly by the Buffaloes. And it brings up a 2nd down. Actually gained about a foot. Give him a different spot, whatever. It'll be 2nd down coming up and practically 10. Foltz this time hands this one off to Hoover. He'll dive across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Tony Hoover picking up a couple of yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3rd and 9. No, 3rd and 8. Guy over here with the stick a little bit slow with moving the stick. So it's 3rd and 8 now. Big play coming up here for UDA's offense early on here in the ball game. Need to keep that football. Foltz looking, fires one over the middle. It is complete this time to Kyle Motter. A nice quick hitter out there to Kyle. He catches it for what should be the 1st down. The spots haven't been wonderful yet tonight, but they're going to say this is a 1st down. The ball's just inside the 45-yard line. We call it the 44-yard line. And it's a 1st down for UDA. 1st and 10 Trojans. Whitmer lines up at the fullback spot with Tony Motter behind him as the tailback. Pitches to Motter. Motter trying to turn his side. Got a couple of yards. Bounces ahead. Let's see if they put his knee down back here at the 49-yard line. They will. They'll stop him at the 49. Gain of a long 4, just about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6 from the UD 49. Bolts barking out those signals out there for the Trojans. He'll hand this again to Hoover. Hoover this time is going to be stopped right about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard back. Bring up 3rd and 6. Another big play for UDA, facing a 3rd and 6 from their own 49. Want to keep that ball alive for UDA, so let's see what we can do here. Foltz back to pass. He's looking. Fires one over the near side, and it is complete to Harmon on a good grab out there. Good catch and a good first down for UDA. Down to the 43-yard line of the Newport Buffaloes it goes. So the Trojans in Buffalo territory for their first time tonight. What a fine catch by that number 20 Matthew Harmon. Bolts had enough time that time to pick out a good receiver, and he got one in Harmon, and he hit him squarely out there. Nice catch, good play. Harmon and Motter will flank out on the far side of the field for UDA. Mark Showstyle on the near side as the flanker. One man set in the backfield. Handoff is to that one man. It is Motter, and Tony not going anywhere. Or Tony Hoover, rather. I beg your pardon. Tony Motter's up here with me. Coach Motter is standing within inches of me. That wasn't him. All right, way to go. Tony picks up 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Tony having a heck of a time getting it started so far this season, and we know he's going to break out of that mode here in just a minute, but let's see. Time called now as they have, I'm not sure what here going on. Want to get the coach back out of the way over there, I guess, or one of the guys on the line or something. Now they got it straightened out, whatever it was. So anyway, it's 2nd down and just about 11. I thought they had the marker. That guy with the marker is not doing a good job, let me tell you. Back to pass goes Foltz. He's got time. Fires one down this way. It is tipped up in the air, incomplete. Intended for Harmon. Tipped out of there by number 10, I think it is. Colton Riley breaking that one up for the Buffaloes. Brings up a 3rd down and 11. Big 3rd down play. Trojans have had 3 successive large 3rd down plays. Now this is a big one here. 3rd and a little more than 10. From the shotgun he goes. Snap. He's got the time. Fires one down the far side over there. There's a man out there. It is incomplete. Intended for Showstyle, but goes out of bounds before Mark Showstyle would ever have a chance for that one. So the Trojans will be turning it over here now at their own, or rather at the Newport 44-yard line. And that means they're going to call on, let's see, who is it?
Number 21, Joe
Whitmer back to punt the ball for UD. See if he can get a good one, but just keep it out of the end zone. Myers back there to receive the punt. One of the receivers back there for Newport. Good snap. Here's the kick. Low bounding kick. Got to bounce around out there. Taking at the 6, up to the 10, 15, up to the 20 goes and dives out of bounds at about the, let's see, where did they put him out at? Looks like it'll be at about the 31-yard line, actually. We're offset here from center down at Upper Dauphin. We're right on the 50-yard line. Here we're on about the 43-yard line to the now far side of the field, or to the right. So anyway, it's 1st and 10 Newport. So now we'll watch that Stu Kirk and see what kind of magical stuff he can come up with. Not a real big guy back there, but quick and likes to keep the ball and run it himself. Here he's got it. Tries to sneak it ahead for a couple of yards and does so, maybe a yard or two. Center of that Trojan line, not giving them a lot on that one. 60, Wiest getting up off the bottom of the pile there. And also Taylor Shadle, on a stop for UD, center of that Trojan line. Picked up 2 or 3, make it 3 and 7. 3 yards, gain, 7 to go for Newport. Ball at the Newport 33-yard line. This time they'll go from a shotgun formation. Kirk has it. He's looking downfield. Fires one down this way. Man is out here. It is complete. Defending on the play was number 20, Matthew Harmon. But the pass complete out here to number 84, Myers. And Myers pulled that one in as he battled Harmon for it. And Myers won the battle that time to the Trojan 43-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 now. Newport on the UD 43-yard line. So in 2 plays, they're in Trojan territory now. Again, they go back to that single set in the backfield. Kirk this time hands it off, trying to go up with it. Nothing doing up the middle. Another good stop in there by that number 56 this time. Brock Stone and Tony Hoover in on the stop. Stone in there too. Josh Adams, they say, to give Brock any credit. Brock's looking over the announcing thing here. He said, what the heck? Anyway, yard gained, nothing more than that at the 42-yard line. They are now at UDA is 42. And we'll see what happens here as they go back to the shotgun formation on this 2nd down and 9. Whoa, 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 hold the phone. Looks like Stone might have jumped offside. We'll see. Call does go against the Trojans. 5-yard penalty for offsides. It'll be 2nd down and 4. The ball now it's the 37-yard line of UDA. So now let's see if Newport stays in the shotgun. Yes, they will. On a 2nd down and 4 from the Trojan 37. Kirk looking, firing one down the field. It is complete to number 80, who was tackled then by Motter. Magaro with the big grab that time for the Newport Buffaloes down to the Trojan 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line of Trojans. Trojans again backed up against the wall now as Kirk looks at it. He's going to keep it. He's going to run up the middle with it. Drags it down to around the 12. Number 50, Travis Wiest in there, and Hoover with the stop, they say that time. It's at the 12-yard line, a gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Buffaloes. Playing here in the opening period, and Newport with their initial drive now has it all the way down here to the Trojan 12 on a 2nd down and 5. Single man set again, passing down over the far side. It is complete for a touchdown in the end zone, a 12-yard touchdown pass to that number 80.
Quarterback Steve Kirk, 12-yard touchdown.
Magara is the receiver. And so it's 6-0 Newport with an extra point try coming up here right in just a moment. The Buffaloes will attempt to kick the extra point. Well, watch the snap. It's good. Placement's down. Kick is up. Looks good from here. It is good. So with 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, it is Newport 7, UDA 0. Well, the Buffaloes teeing it up again now, ready for their 2nd kickoff here in the opening period, following their first TD. Motter and Whitmer back to receive this kick for UD. And let's see if we can get a good run back here this time. Last time he popped it up and didn't go more than about 20 yards in the air. And we'll see if we can get into it this time. Here he comes, and there it goes. This time is much better. Taken out here by the Trojans. Picked up, dribbled once, dribbled twice. Motter with it down at the 20 or 15-yard line, and then he gets tackled at about the 15-yard line. Not much of a run back that time as the Trojans mishandled the kick that time a little bit, and it allowed the Newport Buffaloes some time to get up there and cover that one. And they did at the UDA 15-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Trojan 15. Well, let's see what we can do with it now. 55 out there, I'm sorry. Wait. Coming over this way is Tony Hoover, trying to fight his way upfield, but he's going to find himself in big trouble at about the 15-yard line. Tony Hoover, rather. He might have gotten himself 1 yard on his forward progress, but that was it. 2nd and 9. The center for UDA. here in the ball game tonight. Passing, firing one. It is complete this time on a nice quick pass over there to Harmon. He picked it up for the first down the way it looks from here. It is at the 21-yard line. It'll be first down for the 25-yard line, rather, 26-yard line, make it. It'll be first and 10 UD. So two pretty good snappy passes tonight from Skylar Foltz. And the Trojans able to bring them in. So we'll see what happens here now on a new first and 10. From the eye in the backfield go the Trojans. Hoover with the handoff. Hoover trying to break it out the right side over there and gets a couple of good yards out around the 31-yard line, picking up about 5 or 6 on the play that time. Tony's best effort of the evening so far. Picked up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 for UD at the 31. In motion comes Harmon to the near side of the field. Foltz hands this one off again to Hoover. Hoover bursts up the middle for another couple of 2 or 3 yards. Looks like it'll make it about a 3rd down and 2. The ball at the 34-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 2, or 3rd and 2 rather. Kyle Motter flanking on the near side of the field for UD on this 3rd down and 2. See if we can get a couple here. Here's Motter with it. Motter up the middle with it. A good burst of speed that time. And Tony all the way to the 49-yard line of the Trojans. Good run that time. Tony just took that one away. And some good opening there for Tony to get through. And good effort. Gets him all the way down to the 48 they spotted. It'll be first and 10 on the UDA 48-yard line. Now let's see if the Trojans can sustain this drive. They'll send Motter out on the near side of the field. And it'll be Motter on the far side of the field. Skylar Foltz dropping back. He wants to throw. Looking at getting a good pressure, and he's going to be dropped back here at about the 41-yard line of the Trojans. So a big loss on the play of about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 18. Stop him at the 42-yard line. 2nd and 16. All right. Okay. 2nd down, 16. Back to pass he goes. Has a little protection that time. Fires one down the field. It's incomplete. Intended out there for Harmon. Harmon was behind the 2 defenders out there on the play, but the ball about 2 or 3 yards maybe overthrown. And so it'll bring up a 3rd and 16 now. And the time just a little overthrown. From the shotgun they go this time. Firing one down this way. It is complete on a nice catch made down here by Motter. And Motter trips down there just short of the goal line. We'll see where he is here in just a moment. A good pass and a great grab by that Kyle Motter. On the Newport Buffaloes. Looks like the 16-yard line, I guess it is. Hit over to Hoover, and Hoover dragging his way back, maybe to the line of scrimmage, not much more. It'll be no gain on the play, I guess. 2nd down and 10. First quarter has ended on that play. At the end of 1, it's Newport 7, UDA nothing. Okay, the Trojans now heading north here at the ballpark as they're looking at a 2nd and 10. Foltz still has it. He's looking. Throws a screen over the far side. Nearly picked off over there, but Whitmer has it. Whitmer gets himself some blocks and got it all the way down the line. Wow. Good effort that time by Joe Whitmer after that pass. Almost intercepted. Man, there was a Newport Buffalo out there. Could have picked that off and ran all the way, but fortunately for the Trojans, Joe was able to catch it. Not only catch it, but get some really good yards. As a matter of fact, he's down to the Newport 2. So the Trojans, with their best threat of the season now, looking at 1st and goal from the Newport 2. Whitmer and Hoover line up behind Foltz on a 2nd and 2. Handoff is Tony Hoover, and Tony is in for 6. All right. So the Trojans get on the scoreboard here at the opening moments of the second quarter. It's now 7-6, and the Trojans will be looking for an extra point. Way to go, Tony Hoover. All right. So UD will attempt to kick this one now, as Wiest will attempt the extra point. Kyle Wiest will be kicking this out of the hold of Harmon. And well, let's see if we can get a good snap here now. Snap is good. Placement stop. Kick is up. Kick is no good. I think it went off to the right. No good. Kind of flopped off to the right. So the Trojans trail by 1 now. It's 7-6 Newport. The Trojans will be kicking off to the Newport Buffaloes here in just a moment.
The ninth contestants in the Love 99's rapid fire passing.
Mark Shostal has it teed up for UDA to kick off here now following the UD's first touchdown. Here's his kick. It is a low line drive type of kick. Going to bounce around back here to the 22. This is going to be Kirk with it. Kirk's got it, and he is going to be tackled back here. Let's see. Getting off the bottom. 58 with a good stop.
58.
Josh Adams with a stop for UD. Good stop it was. A good low tackle on that Stu Kirk. Ball just shy of the 30-yard line of Newport. And they'll put it in play right there with Kirk as the QB. One set in the backfield. He passes a little screen over the far side. It is complete. Then he'll bounce ahead for nearly a first down. And then we have a timeout. Now what are they doing? Timeout to change the sticks. There was a fumble at the end of the play, but they're just ruling timeout now to change the sticks. So it is a first down for the Newport Buffaloes. Looks like somebody might have had him back there near the completion of the pass, but he was left off the hook, and he gained a first down on it to the 42-yard line of Newport. First and 10, Buffaloes on their own 42. Now they're playing right out in front of us. They go from the shotgun formation again, does Kirk. Good snap. He's going to run it. Comes back over this way. Looking. Now he's going to be in trouble. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, good stop that time for the Trojans. Excellent job that time. Josh Adams again leading the pack out there along with Matthew Harmon. Making the stop. Good play. Good play. They smelled that one out good as he looked like he might be passing from a shotgun formation. Instead, as I said earlier, he can run the ball and does run a lot. So he's tackled with a loss of 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 16. The ball back to the 38-yard line of Newport. Second down. 14. Passing, firing it over that way. 84 has it. Looks like it's going to be Motter, Kyle Motter, wrestling him down out there with a little bit of help from Troutman. But nice tackle that time by Motter. A gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. It'll bring up a third and a long 10. Ball now at the 42-yard line once again. So third and 10. Coming up here for Newport. Gain of 3 on the last play. Okay, there we go again from a single set. Kirk over center. Sends motion over this way. He's going to throw. He's looking. Dumps a screen here, and it's going to be incomplete. Good tackle made in there by that Taylor Shadle. Taylor Shadle with an excellent play that time. Way to go, TS. Nice play. Fourth down. Now the Trojans playing a little bit more consistent football here as they're looking at a 4th and 10. Now the UD will get the ball back. They'll send back Motter, Kyle Motter on the far side of the field, and Joe Whitmer on the near side.
Number 20, 33. Dan Richter set to.
Oh, here we go. Richter's going to punt this ball away. First punt for the Buffaloes tonight. Good snap. Here's the punt. Oh, nice, pretty high punt. Goes way over on the far side. They're going to allow it to roll all the way down. Well, it's not going to make the goal line, so the Trojans will have to put it and play deep in their own territory. Nice punt, no return. We'll be back in a second with the Trojans on a 1st and 10. Well, the Trojans may have caught a break on the punting play because an illegal procedure is going to bring the ball back, and they're going to have to re-kick it. So this may allow the Trojans to get themselves some much better field position. Illegal procedure. And so Newport will punt it again. The Trojans with a new chance for either Motter or Matt Harmon to run the ball back. That Matt out there? I guess. And now we have another whistle for a timeout for Newport. So something's lined up wrong or something out there. They're going to get it straightened out. And we'll be right back. Okay, the Newport timeout is over, and they put the ball in play now as they're going to punt it to UD. Trojans scoring on our last series, so let's see if we can get some good field position, go up and get 6 more. See what this snap looks like. Pretty good. Here's the kick. Nice high kick going over towards Motter. Kyle's got it at the 25, and now he's going to try the other side. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, and all the way down to the 27-yard line. No flags on the play. A great run back by Kyle Motter. Super run back. Well, boy, did that penalty on Newport ever cost them, as the Trojans have really taken advantage of it. Motter nearly going all the way with that one, but ridden out of bounds at the Newport 26-yard line. So the Trojans will put it in play with a whole lot better field position than the last time they punted prior to the penalty. Motter with a heck of a run that time. Way to go, Kyle Motter. All right, 1st and 10 UD. Skylar Fultz, the QB. High in the backfield still for UDA. Handoff is to the fullback, and this is going to be Whitmer diving down to the 20-yard line. A gain of about maybe 6 on the play. Joe with a good drive that time as the second man through. Following some good blocking, picked up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Showstyle checking back into the ball game for UD as Motter checks out for UD. 2nd down and 4 for UDA at the Newport 20. Fultz hands it off, up the middle with it, trying to go with it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. Nothing doing that time. Tony Hoover again having a problem trying to get it going. And he has stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down and 4, or 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Showstyle flanks on the near side of the field for UDA this time. Harmon on the far side. Showstyle's the target, but they're going to overthrow him. So quick hitter that time didn't hit anything, and so it'll bring up a 4th down and 4 now. Big moment here in the second quarter. Trojans looking at a 4th and 4. They're on the Newport 20-yard line. So let's see if we can get something good here, worth at least 4 and maybe more. From the shotgun they're going to go. Hoover's in the backfield with Fultz. Whoa, good snap. Looking, firing over the middle. It is incomplete. Intended out there for Motter, but fired that one a little bit short. And so the ball will be turned over here now to Newport, who makes a good defensive stand of their own accounting there at the 20-yard line. So it'll be Newport putting the ball in play now. 1st and 10 on their own 20. 7:41 remaining here in the first half of play. Trojans trailing by a point, 7-6 Newport. Kirk will go over center with this one. Has a couple of would-be receivers on the near. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't that guy leave early? No, I guess not. Passed out this way, incomplete. Kirk tried to hit that Staten with that one, but or 84 Myers, but overthrew him. It'll be 2nd and 10. Same kind of formation this time for Newport, and a 2nd down and 10. This time Kirk gonna keep it, gonna run over this way. Deeks and dives his way out here to the 29-yard line. It'll be short of the 1st down by about a yard, bring up a 3rd down and 1. Little bit short by a yard. So that time that Kirk is fast. No question about that. He is a speedster. He gets a little bit of room. He's not big. Look at him. He's one of the smallest kids out there. But he is quick, and he is strong. Third down, 1. And up the middle with it goes Kirk for the first down and plenty more. Look at him go. You talk about strength. Riding all the way out here with a Trojan hanging on him. And in fact, two people hanging on him. Stone out here along with Wiest, and neither one of them could slow him down enough until he gained about 6 or 7 yards out to the 45-yard line of Newport. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Buffalo. So Kirk again showing you the strength he's got in that short body, built like a fire plug out there. So he'll try the shotgun formation this time, give himself a break maybe. Yep, he's got to throw. Fires one down the middle. Man is out here. It is complete. A good catch out there by that number 84 again. Myers making the big catch. It's at the Trojan 26-yard line now. So it'll be 1st and 10. Newport all the way down to 26-yard line. So UD again forced to back it up into the shadows of their own goalpost now. Let's see if we can hold them off. Got to get in there and get one of these guys, get a big sack out of this or whatever. Again, from the shotgun they go. Kirk this time looks like he might push it ahead. Well, he does. And then, good hit. Good hit that time by Tony Hoover. Tony coming up there making a big stop after they pitched it ahead here to Eisenhart, but Hoover coming up and making a big stop on him after a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Stop made by number 34, Tony Hoover for Upper Dauphin. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Is just shy of the Trojan 25-yard line now in this 2nd and 9. Passing, firing one over this way, incomplete. Good coverage that time out there by the Trojan number 20, Matthew Harmon. Magaro couldn't bring that one in, and so it'll be a 3rd down and 9 from the just shy of the UD 25-yard line. 3rd and 9, big play again. UD defense got to do it. Passing again, throws one down this way. It is incomplete, out of the reach of the intended receiver. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 9 now. So the Trojans have a chance of holding them here now, and that's what we want to see them do. All right, here we go on a great big 4th and 9 for the Newport Buffaloes and the Trojans. Passing, fires one down this way. It is going to be incomplete. Incomplete, and so the Trojans have held, and they will take over on their own 25-yard line. Good deal. 5 minutes and about 10 seconds or so remaining. 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Harmon on the coverage out there for UD that time. But the Trojans take over and can see what we can do with it now. We have plenty of time to get up there and get a score and take a lead into halftime. So let's see what we can accomplish here now as Foltz gives them the signal from the sideline, and here we go. He's going to throw it. Dumps one over this way. Uh-oh. Well, that one there was a blooper intended for 6 Kyle Matter, but that I don't know what happened to that one. Skyler really floated that one out here and gave the Newport Buffalo ample time to just wait for it to come down and grab that one. So not a very well thrown pass that time by Skyler, and nobody knows it better than him. And so he gives it back to Newport now at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Newport with a chance to up the lead now before halftime. Trojans again have to dig in. This time it's Stu Kirk going over the center for the snap. He's looking. He's firing one over this way. Here he comes around the left side, still on his feet. He's going to go all the way for 6. Touchdown, Stu Kirk, down at the end of the building here where you can't see him. But Kirk is just powerful. Just bounces off these guys and fast. Everything going for him. So he gets himself a touchdown here. And takes the score 13-6 with an extra point try coming up.
Looked like a broken butt.
They'll attempt to kick this again. Snap's good. Placement's down. Kick is up. Kick is no good. Off to the left side, I do believe. Wide left, and so it is a 13-6 ball game, and Newport will be kicking off to the Trojans here in just a moment. There's your score with 4:52 remaining here in the first half. Newport 13, UDA 6.
We'd like to remind you that the Newport
Hoover has it teed up again here now to kick off to the Trojans.
21, Joe Whitmer.
Joe Whitmer and Motter way back deep to receive this kick. And let's see if the Trojans can get a good run back. Here's the kick. It's good. It's going to go down there where Whitmer will pick it up. Head up the left side he goes with it. Leaps over one would-be tackler. Now still on his feet. Breaks it up into the clear. Gets all the way down here to the 48-yard line. A heck of a run back for Joe Whitmer. Leaping over a couple of would-be tacklers out there and getting himself some really good yardage on that run back. Back to the 48-yard line of Newport. So, boy, oh boy. Fine run back by that Joe Whitmer. So again, the Trojans with excellent field position to start this series. Now let's see if we can do something with it. Fultz sets them up in I formation in the backfield. Handoff is to Motter. Motter over the left side. Got 5. He's got about 8 or 9. Still struggling. Picks up about 9. It looks like it's just short of the first down. Tony keeping him pumping out there, getting himself some extra yardage after he was stopped about 3 or 4 yards back from where he finally was nailed. It's going to be very close to a first down, but it'll be second down and about a foot maybe.
Eric Robinson carried good for about 9 yards. It will be second and 1.
Second and 1. Come on, Trojans. Now let's just take it up here and get right back into this one. Here we go. It's the first down call and then a couple of yards as Tony Hoover drives to the 35-yard line of Newport. First and 10. UD. Dave Kennedy making the stop for the Newport Buffaloes as Fultz brings the play in from the sidelines. Come on, boys. Here we go on a first and 10 now from the Newport 35-yard line. Uh-oh. Somebody jumped over here. That'll be first and 15. First and 15 now for UDA. A little under 3.5 minutes remaining here in the half. Handoff is to Whitmer. Whitmer over the left side gets tripped up in there after a couple of yards. Got nearly back to the original line of scrimmage, a little short of that. So it'll be second down and 11.
Carry good for
Okay, let's see what we can do here now on a second down and 10 from the Newport 35. Fultz looking to throw. Passes one down the middle. It is complete to, who is it? For a touchdown to Troutman. There are no flags on the play, and the Trojans hit with a big pass play, 35-yard pass play from Fultz to Kevin Troutman, and a great grab and a good run afterwards by that Kevin Troutman. All right, so the Trojans right back in it. Now it's a 13-12 ball game. That throw was right on the money from Fultz that time. Beautiful throw from that Skylar Fultz to that Kevin Troutman. Well, we're going to try the extra point again. An extra point here ties up the ball game. Let's see what we do with it. Snap's good. Placement's down. Kick is up. Kick is off to the left side this time. So the extra point has failed the Trojans twice tonight in 2 tries. So it is a 13-12 ball game, and we'll be back with the Trojan kickoff here in just a moment. There's a score with 2:39 remaining in the first half. And it's a 13-12. A little hard to read that maybe, but anyways, 13-12. Newport. Comes the Trojans kickoff now. Mark Shostile dribbled this one up the middle, and it's going to be picked up out here, and then he'll hand it off to Kirk. Kirk with it. Kirk upfield. Good. Tripped up nicely out there by that Taylor Shadle, I believe it was. Yeah, it was. Nice play by Taylor, getting him right around the ankle. And so that'll make it first and 10 for Newport on their own 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
2:34 left in the half.
To the Newport 39-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 8 for the Buffaloes.
Throws a screen over the far side. And over there to catch him is Troutman, to ride him down after a couple of 2 or 3 yards. Kevin Troutman with a good stop over there for UD. Be 3rd down and 4. The ball at the 43-yard line now. So Trojans want to hold them right here. Clock continues to move on down here now in the opening half of play. See what we can do with this one. The light up here tremendously improved over other years. Here's a pass over here. It is complete. Number 80. He got the ball down here until it's Taylor Shadle again with a catch. Taylor all over the place, but that Magaro makes a fine reception for the Newport Buffaloes, and they bring him down at the UD 39-yard line. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Newport on the Trojans 39-yard line. .110 less than that now. 105, 104 left here in the half. Kirk wants to throw. Fires one down this side. It is incomplete. Intended out there for number 80. Covering on the play is Harmon for UD. That was overthrown. Looking for Magaro was Kirk that time, but overthrow him. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 39-yard line of UD. Trojans want to avoid that long pass here now. Try to keep these guys contained for the remainder of this period. Clock stopped with the incompletion. Again, they'll go from the shotgun. And again, Kirk looking to throw. Fires one down the far side. Man is out here. It's incomplete. Again, he's overthrowing number 84, Myers. And his pass goes as an incompletion. Then he'll bring up a 4th down, I guess. 3rd or 4th down? 3rd down. 3rd down. Okay. Watch this run. Here he comes over the right side. Gets a little bit of running room, but not enough for the 1st down. He'll bring up a 4th down as they run it, perhaps waiting to let the clock run down. Let's see here. Time called by Newport. 44 seconds remaining here when the Buffaloes call timeout. They'll be looking at a 4th down and 5. And Trojans will be looking to stop him right there. Take a 1-point deficit into halftime. Okay, here we go. Big 4th down play coming up now. 44 seconds remaining. And Kirk with the football and the shotgun formation. Whoa, low snap, but he'll handle it. Fires one over this side. It is complete. Incomplete. Intended out there for number 80, but excellent coverage that time by 42 Shostile, making a heck of a defensive play that time. Way to go, Mr. Shostile, with a big defensive play. So the Trojans take over 1st and 10. It'll be spotted at the 34-yard line, and seconds remaining here for the Trojans to attempt to do something with this one. This time it's going to be handed off over there to Hoover. Hoover dives out for about 5 yards to the 39-yard line.
Stop made by Mike Towson.
They're going to run it out. Yep.
For the Buffaloes.
Trojans will be happy to run this one out.
Gain
Yep.
about 5 on the
Picked
play.
up 5, actually almost 6 on the
For the
play.
Trojans.
So the Trojans will have one more whack at it, and then the half will come to an end. As a matter of fact, they won't run another play. The half time is over. The first half is over. And so it's a 13-12 ball game. Real good ball game here tonight at Newport. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. There's your halftime score. 13-12, Newport by 1 at the half.
Would like to take you back in time. 3-3-7. Again, the winning game.
Well, as you can see, the ball clubs are back and we're ready to go. Now the Trojans obliged to kick off to Newport here to begin the second half. So Showstyle kicking off in this 1-point ball game. Ground ball coming down this way, and it'll be handed off here to Kirk. Kirk starts upfield with it, still on his feet, still battling ahead here now, and finally stopped right out in front of us here at the 42-yard line. Looks like it was 58, or was it 50? Yeah, 58 out there. 58, that Josh by Gosh Adams there. Way to go, Josh. First and 10. Newport will send a man in motion this way. Kirk goes back. He's going to throw. He's looking. Now he's getting chased out of the pocket. He gets about maybe 2 yards or so. Josh Adams making the stop in there again for UDA. A gain of actually about 4 on the play. It'll be second down and, well, a long 3 on the play. Second down and a long 6. Playing right out here at the 45-yard. Oh, batted down nicely by Brock Stone that time. Brock got a hand on that one and tapped it out of there. Way to go. Third down coming up. Good defensive play by Brock. Saw the screen coming and stuck his big paw out there and knocked it down. Good job. Ball rests on the 45-yard line. Third down and a long 6. Trojans want to hold them right here. Get that ball back early. Get back on top. Well, we never did lead the ball game, of course. Always trailed, so we're trailing by 1. Let's see what they do here on the third down play. He'll throw. Fires one over the far side. This is good. Over there to Myers, and Myers will be knocked out of bounds after a first down. Jordan Myers picks it off out at about the 43-yard line or 45-yard line. Where are they going to put it? Yeah, up to the 45-yard line of UDA. It'll be first and 10 Newport. So Kirk able to hit Myers with that one and pick up the big first down for his Newport Buffaloes. So that sets it back again at a first and 10. UD wants to keep them off the board here if we can. From the 45 of UD. He's going to run it. He's going to go up the middle with it. Gets away from a couple of would-be tacklers. Still driving it all the way down here to the 34-yard line. Darn near a first down. We'll see where they spot it. It is a first down at just inside the UD 35-yard line. So it'll be another first and 10 for Newport. First and 10. Kirk hands it to the fullback. He's got a couple of yards. That's Colton.
Colton stopping number 34, Tony Hoover.
He picks up a few, probably 4. It'll be second down and 6. Ball's at the 31.
For the Buffaloes.
So the Trojans bending a bit here. Got to toughen it up, tighten it up here. Second down, a long 6, maybe 7. Second down. Screen back over here. Lateral pass. Oh, it goes out of bounds, though. Sure looked like a lateral pass. Whoa. Out of bounds it went. Fortunately for the
backwards.
Newport, that was a lateral. Yep. lateral pass is going to go out of bounds back here, so that's going to cost them a couple of yards.
34-yard line.
Back to the 34-yard line. It's 3rd and 10 now for Newport. So that was a big play there for the Trojan defense, although they didn't do much to deserve it, I guess. But Kirk screwed up here and threw the lateral pass over the head of his intended receiver. So here we go on a big 3rd and 10. Passing again, loops one down this way. It is incomplete. Down into the corner he goes around the 10-yard line. It was incomplete, intended for number 84, Myers. But nothing doing out there. Kevin Troutman defending for UD. And it'll be 4th down. So the Trojans now looking at a really, really big play here, as we want to take that ball over if we can. So let's see what happens here now on a big 4th down play. 4th and 10. Do not let them get out of this box, that's for sure. 4th and 10 from the shotgun. Looking down the middle. It is complete. Complete down there to number 84, Myers. And boy, is that a big play for the Newport Buffaloes. Wow. Nice pass and a good catch by Myers. Down to the UD 15. 1st and 10 Newport. 1st and 10 from the UD 15. 30-something has it. Somebody's got him, drags him down nicely that time. Number 58 in there for UD.
Number 33.
Bringing him down. I think that's at Adams. Dragging him down. Josh Adams stopping him. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the UD 15. Darn pass play to Myers there. Really momentarily giving us a little bit of fits. Let's see what happens here on a 2nd and 10 from the 15. The quarterback has it again, but look out. Somebody's got him this time. Looks like it's going to be that Taylor Shadle. Might have pulled himself a Charlie horse, grabbing that toe. Good job by Shadle. Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd and 11. Ball is at the 16-yard line now of UD. And it's 3rd down and 11. Now here we go again with a couple of really major plays here for the Trojan defense. And timeout called by Newport. 3rd and 11 for Newport now as they go again following the timeout. From the shotgun goes Kirk. Here he comes. Fires one. It is complete to Myers. And that is going to be probably short of the 1st down the way it looks from here. It'll bring up a 4th down, I believe. Let's see. What does he say? 4th down. Yep. 4th down and a yard, or a yard and a half. So precarious situation here for the Trojans, to say the least. Let's stay in close here and see what they do. They're lined up from the shotgun still. Whoa, low snap. Get somebody. Get him. No, can't get him. Still can't get him. Turns the corner. And did he get in? I can't see it. There's a thing here. Can't see. 1st and goal for, he didn't get in the end zone, but it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Newport. He got down to the 1. So it would appear as though Newport will increase the lead. He sneaks in for the touchdown. Yep, give the late call. It is a touchdown. All right, so that makes the score 20 to 12. And an extra point try coming up here. So the Trojans had some opportunities to stop them there and just couldn't quite do it. So once again, they will try an extra point by way of the kick. Good snap, placements down, kick is Looks no good off to the left, I think.
Number 81, David Kennedy's extra point attempt. Wide left.
Wide left it is, and so we still have a good ball game going on here now as the Trojans will get the ball for the first time here in the second half, coming up in just a moment. Okay, there's your score now as Newport tees it up here to kick off to the Trojans following their third touchdown of the ball game. It's 19-12. Trojans still within reach. So let's see if we can come back and get those points back again here now. Here we go.
Number 6, Kyle
Motter and Whitmer. Motter will be on the far side of the field. Whitmer on the near side of the field to receive this Newport kickoff. Here he comes, and there goes. Low line drive, kick, low ground ball actually. Picked up over here. Let's see, it's going to be Brock Stone with it. And Stone will leap ahead for maybe a 1-yard return. Kind of a low grass burner that time down there, and Stone picked it up alertly for the Trojans rather than let it bounce away from him. And so it's down at the 25-yard line where the Trojans will take it and put it in place 75 yards away from pay dirt. Fultz calling the signals for UD. Now let's see if we can't do something here, fellas. The end is in tight on the near side of the field this time for UD. Here comes Tony. Trying to drive it upfield. Got maybe a yard or two. Tony Hoover out to the 26-yard line. Gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Hoover stopped by number 4.
Okay. Anyway, it's 2nd down and 9 now for UD. This is pass. Screen over here. Look out. Reading that with number 84, Myers. And Kevin Troutman's reception good for minus about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Third down UD. Trojans looking to throw. Back to pass goes Skylar Fultz. Fires one down the sideline over here. It is incomplete. Thrown out of bounds. Intended out there for Showstyle, but well overthrown. And so it'll bring up a 4th down. The Trojans will have to give the ball right back to the Newport Buffaloes. 3 and out. So we'll look for the defense to hold them in better field position this time. Not allow them any more runs now, or scores now. We're within a touchdown and an extra point of tying the ball game, but well, let's see now. Whitmer back to punt for UDA.
Number 21, Joe Whitmer back to kick for Upper Dauphin. Jordan Myers.
Here's the snap.
And Stu Kirk deep for the Buffaloes.
It's a good one. Here's the kick. Ooh, low. Look out. Line drive down here. And it'll be touched down here by Brock Stone at the 47-yard line of Newport. So excellent field position, no run back, but real good field position for Newport to begin this series on their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Playing here in the 3rd quarter. 5:07 remaining in the 3rd. So Kirk will go over center to start this series. He's got it. Welsh is over the right tackle side, and he's going to be dragged ahead for a couple of yards. Finally, Tony Hoover will stop him out there, along with Weiss and Stone and several fellas out there. One guy hardly ever brings Kirk down. He's got 4 yards or so. We'll give him 5. Second and 5. Ball is at the 48-yard line of UDA on this 2nd and 5 play. From the shotgun again go the Newport Buffaloes. Here he's firing one over on the near side. It is complete to that Myers. Myers breaks the tackle, and he is down the sideline. Not sure where he went because the wall again here. Well, it's 1st and goal for the 8 as it winds, or from the 8-yard line of UD as it winds up here. 1st and goal. So this one will be a stinger for the Trojans if they allow Newport to get in here now. Here's Kirk with it. Somebody got him this time. One of those Weiss boys. Travis Weiss this time, making the stop. Good play by Travis. Puts the ball back at the 9-yard line. It'll be second and goal from the 9.
Will be second and goal for Newport at the Upper Dauphin 9-yard line.
Need a couple more plays like that. Okay, here we go on a second and goal from the 9. Kirk wants to throw. Dumps one over this way. Incomplete. Coverage out here by Harmon on number 80. It's a McGarrow, I think.
Two Kirk pass intended for number 80, Jamison McGarrow, incomplete.
But
It'll
bring up third and goal from the 9 now for Newport. Where's that tough defender? Oh, there he is. That vicious Harmon fellow. All right. Here we go on a 3rd and 9. You got two chances to stop them here. They're scrambling around in the backfield, so maybe that means something. I don't know what. Kirk trying to direct a little traffic out here and hold everything. They might have wasted too much time on that one. We'll see. Or is that what happened?
Penalty on the play, illegal participation.
Illegal participation. Yeah, they were scrambling, as I mentioned. They're moving around out here and apparently had not enough men or too many or whatever it might have been. But at any rate, now it's 3rd and goal from the 13 or 14-yard line. So that certainly helps the Trojan effort here a little bit. Let's see if we can take advantage of it. 3rd and goal from the 14. Kirk with one man set in the backfield. Whoa, look out. Well, they might have given 5 back. Well, the offside play that was rather evident there gives the 5 back. So we give it and they give us and they take it away. So we've got it back down to where we were here a moment ago. It's 3rd and goal from the 8 or 9. Kirk lobs one over to the far side. It is caught by Myers for a touchdown. Just the passes are so accurate by Stu Kirk. You got to give him credit for that. He doesn't throw hard at all. He just throws where they are. And Myers able to bring that one in for the touchdown. That hurts. Anyway, the extra point try coming up here in just a sec. Score now 25-12. They've doubled us up, and a 26-point attempt coming up here now. Again, they will attempt to kick this one. Kennedy on to attempt the extra point. Good snap, placement's down. Kick looks like good this time. Yep, it's good, this one. So it's now a 26-12 ball game with 3:25 remaining in the 3rd. They are 3:25 remaining here in the 3rd. It's 26-12 Newport. UD will get the ball back here in just a second. Newport's got her teed up here. Dylan Hoover going to kick off one more time here for Newport. Motter and Whitmer deep. Here comes the kick. Line drive again, this time touched by Harmon, but picked up back there by UD, and wow. He is smothered immediately, and that fella that got hit that time was Shostal. Wow. Mark Shostal picked that one up, but man, he was whacked immediately. So it'll be put in play at the 29-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10. Come on now, we positively, absolutely have to score on this series. Got to get in there. They'll send 2 receivers out on the near side of the field. Foltz hands it off to 21 Whitmer, and Whitmer ridden out of bounds down here in Newport territory. Way to go, Joe. Kind of lost Joe for a moment there. Excellent run that time by Joe Whitmer. Picking up a lot of yardage out to the 48-yard line of Newport. Wow. Good run that time by that Joe Whitmer. A couple of more of those and we're right back into it here. Here we go. 1st and 10, UD. It's going to be Tony Hoover with the call. Got a couple of yards up the middle to the 46-yard line. Picking up about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tony picked up 2 yards. Jogs out of the ball game now, does Tony Hoover. It ended up replacing Mark Showstyle at the tailback spot for UD. Back the pass goes Fultz. He's getting a big rush and he's going to be tackled back at around the 30 or 45-yard line. Schuyler could not get untangled that time. Too many people in on top of him all of a sudden. And a big loss on the play. And timeout called as one of the Newport Buffaloes is down on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and about just about 15 when we come back. 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Trojans going to work now on a 3rd and about 14 or 15. Showstyle will go in motion. He's got the handoff. He's got to pitch it back here to Tony Hoover, who was supposed to throw a pass, but he threw it up in the air, and it's going to be intercepted. That play didn't work at all, and number 24 for them, I think, picked that one off. And it was a play, but the play got messed up kind of early and a little bit too slow in the Trojan backfield. And so Newport has it at their own 45-yard line. And once again, the turnovers will kill you. And if the Trojans aren't dead, they're severely wounded. Oh, heck. Anyway, you got to let the clock count down, or what are they doing? Well, timeout.
47-yard line. It will be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 on that last play, which I may have missed. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Again, from the shotgun they go. Back to pass this time. Flies, throws one out there. The man is there. He has not got it. It is incomplete. Coverage out there by Harmon. And this time Myers is getting up a little slowly, if at all. UD coach checking him out over there.
Pass intended for number 84, Jordan Myers.
He says he's okay. Jordan Myers lopes back to the huddle.
Play broken up by.
There was a penalty on the play against the Trojans. It's a big one. It's all the way down here to the 37-yard line. And the call is this. Personal foul, roughing the passer on the Trojans. So that takes the ball down to the 37-yard line of UD and give them a 1st down. 1st and 10, Newport. Timeout. Some kind of timeout. What are they doing? Okay, time back in. Here we go. 1st and 10. Up the middle with it goes 44, and he'll drive it ahead for a 1st down to the 25-yard line. Down to the 25 he goes. A couple of guys slowly getting up, and this time it is a Trojan. Patton himself had a hard time getting himself up out of that one, but we got a man down out here, and we'll be right back.
Dalton carries the ball.
Well, Tony's the one that's walking off a little gimpy over there now, but I think he's going to be okay. Just got his bell rung a little bit on that last play, I believe, and so we're hoping that, of course, he's okay, to say the least. Okay. In the meantime, it's a 1st and 10 here for Newport. Kirk with it, coming around this. That's not, yeah, it is Kirk. He's going down into the corner where you can't see him. Anyway, Stu has it and gets himself another first down. Newport, they're on the Trojan 7-yard line now. Up the middle with it goes Kirk. He'll drag it down to about the 2 maybe.
Kirk on the keeper.
So
Taylor Shadle and Kyle Lee.
So they untangle everybody. Taylor Shadle, they say, get the thing coming up here and got the tackle. Quarter's going to end here shortly, and that'll do it. It's down to the 3. And that done at the end of 3/4 of the ball game. It is. Hang on. Well, there's your score with just 12 minutes to play now. It's 26-12, Newport on top. Okay, set to go here now on a second and goal rather, for the Buffaloes from about the 2 or 3. It's going to be Kirk. Can he get in? Yes, he did. That makes it 32-12. And an extra point try coming up here now for Newport. Kirk from about a yard or 2 out. Kid was the threat coming into tonight, and he has played very, very well. He will again attack the extra point for Newport. Snap's good, placement's down, kick is good from here. It's good. So an extra point put on here now, and it's now 33-12. And once again, Newport will be kicking off to the Trojans here in just one moment. Who's getting ready to kick off again for Newport? Motter and Whitmer out here. Motter on the far side, Whitmer on the near side. You never know, these kicks have been all over the place lately. Ground balls and pop-ups and whatever. So let's see what kind of a kick he gets off here. And let's see if we can't run it back. 12 minutes to play, so a lot of time remaining in this game if you look at it that way. Here's the kick. It is going to be coming down here to Whitmer at the 20, the 25, and to maybe the 26 or 7. They'll bring it down here for UD. Let's see. Actually, they're going to say you got up to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for UDA on their own 30-yard line. There is Tony Hoover back into the ball game. Good sign for UD. Tony will remain back there as the running back spot. Pitches over here to Tony. Tony with determination, turning around this side, gets away from one man. Turns it upfield a little bit, then he goes out of bounds after a good run that time by Tony Hoover. Way to go, Tony. One of his better runs of the evening. Picking up the first down, of course, out to the 48-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10, Trojans. Here we go on a 1st and 10, Skylar Fultz. Dropping back, he's going to throw. Looking, fires one down the middle. It is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Kevin Troutman that time. Wow, hit him right in the numbers that time, but Kevin just couldn't hang on to that one. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Well thrown pass that time by Skylar Fultz. Kevin was there, and everybody here, including Kevin, knows he should have caught that one. 2nd down. We'll see what we can do here on a 2nd and 10. Fultz goes over center. Back to throw, dropping back, getting a pretty good rush. Get away, yeah. He's going to tuck it and run, and he gets a couple of yards. That time Skylar was able to get out of the backfield anyway. 2 Buffaloes in hot pursuit, but he made it all the way over there for a gain of 6 yards on a play. It'll be 3rd down and 4. It's only gained 5 in the last play, not 6. Anyway, it's 2nd down and 5 from the 46. Back to pass he goes again. Fires one down the middle. It is complete this time and caught nicely by Harmon. down at around the, let's see, 25-yard line, somewhere down that way. Right at the 25. Another first down for UD. Oh, the Trojans with the ball on the move right now. Let's see if we can hurry up and get something and get back into this one, maybe. You never know. Trailing by 3 touchdowns now is a little tough. But you never know. Here we go. Back to pass again goes Fultz. Fultz looking, fires one over this way. It is complete for a great catch that time by Harmon. Boy, Matt Harmon making a superb catch on that one, and another well-thrown pass by Skylar Fultz as he really threaded that one in there nicely to Harmon, and Harmon grabbing that one on the fly, and I do mean on the fly. Got it down to the 5-yard line. It's first and goal, UDA. Hey, we haven't been down there since the opening quarter, I think. So let's see what we can do with this one now on a first and goal from about the 5, I guess it is. It's Tony Motter. Tony diving ahead for maybe a yard or two, got tripped up in, or Tony Hoover rather.
Stopped by Dylan Hoover and Mike Colton for the Buffaloes.
He is at the 3.
Carey moves the ball to the Newport.
I think
4-yard
3 or 4. It's hard to tell from here, sort of. Any rate, it's second and goal.
4-yard line.
Here's Hoover again. Hoover diving in, touchdown. Touchdown for Tony Hoover. Dives in from the 3 or 4 yard line. Nice play that time. So the Trojans get on the board. It's now 36-18 or 33-18, I guess it is. Anyway, I'll look at the score. You can't even see the scoreboard here, folks, if you want to know the truth. Look at here. I go to my left where the scoreboard is. It's the wall of the building. So anyway, Trojans will attempt the extra point. And this time they will go for 2. So we can get this. Just to sneak up a little closer on these Buffaloes. Back to pass he goes. Fires one over that way. In and out of the arms. Incomplete. Good coverage out there, intended for Shawstall, but it falls as an incompletion, and so it's 18 now. The Trojans have been unsuccessful in 3 tries in the conversion area tonight, but they're on the board again, and we'll be back with the Trojan kickoff in just a second. Well, there's your score now with 9:15 remaining in the ball game, and the Trojans wasted little time getting that one, so let's get them deep, hold them there, and get the ball back. Shawstall has it teed up here now as he gets set to kick off. For just the 3rd time tonight, I guess it is. Here it comes. Going to bound down this way and be picked up at about, well, he's not going to run it back. So now we hold him there. We'll be all right. No run back that time. So let's see if the Trojan defense can really dig it in now. Hold them, give them 3 and out, get the ball back, and make this game exciting after all. Here we go. Depends on the defense right now. From the shotgun they go on the first play. Here's a hit. Nope. He's got it. Kirk has it. Travels over the left side. Tackled in there by Shostal along with Troutman. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down 4. Ball just resting a little shy of the 30-yard line of Newport now in this 2nd down and 4. Hey, up the middle he goes for,
number 44, Mike Colton.
I think he might be good for the first down as he brings it out here to the 35-yard. It is. It's a first down for Newport.
35-yard line.
That Myers guy checking into the ball game here. 84 has become one of the favorite targets of Kirk tonight whenever Stu decides to fire one out here. So we'll stay back and see what Myers does on his first down play. Kirk will go over the center to get this one. Duffy's going to keep it himself and drive it up the middle, waste a little bit of time, and he got a yard or two out of that. Not too much out of that. Tackle by the interior of that Trojan line. A whole bunch of guys stopping people in there. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Hey, well, there was a heck of a play that time by the Trojan defense. Colton carried it, and he was stopped immediately by a whole bunch of Trojans, including Hoover, Stone, and several other guys in on that stop. Loss of a yard or so in a play. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for Newport. We'll hold them here. Big 3rd down play. Newport running, keeping it on the ground, running the clock down as well as they can. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 8. However, they want to keep 1st down play, so we'll see what they do with this one. Yeah. Whoa, hold it. That's against them. I think their center or whatever might have gone a little quickly that time. Somebody did. Right tackle, right guard, something. Illegal procedure. All right, that'll back them up 5.
They move the ball back 5 yards.
3rd down and 14.
To the Newport 32-yard line where it will.
The ball game. Big 3rd down defensive play looking at the Trojans. Now let's not let them off the hook here. 33 will set him up on this side. Back to pass he goes. Loops one out here. Harmon, get it. Harmon. Oh. Whoa. Matthew turned around, never looked for Myers that time until the last second. Wow.
Number 20, Matt Harmon.
Wow. It's a 4th down. The Trojans are going to get the ball back now, and we'll see what happens. Well, Harmon and Motter will go back to receive this punt. Punter pass it over his head. Nope. Here we go. Coming over this way, let's see if we can do something with it. Harmon will let it go out of bounds over on the far side at the 34-yard line or 35-yard line of UD. So the Trojans 65 yards away from getting 6 more, and we'll see if we can do it real quickly and scare these Buffaloes anyway. First and 10, UDA from their own 35. Skylar Fultz dropping back to pass. Has protection this time. Fires one over the middle. It is tipped by a Newport Buffalo. Intended for Kevin Troutman. But knocked down out there by the Newport Buffaloes. And so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 now for UD. Still on their own 35. Back to pass he goes. Fires one over this way. It is incomplete. Intended for Kevin Motter, or Kyle Motter rather. Change the names. The names are changed to protect the innocent. Anyway, Kyle can't hang on to that one, and so it's a flag on the play. It is an illegal block against UD. So that'll cost the Trojans. Gonna march them back about 10 or 15, I guess, whatever. Sets them back 10 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 20. Now the ball is at the UDA 25-yard line. And the Trojans come up with a big one right now. Let's hope so. Everybody out for a pass. 2nd down 20. Fultz dropping back, has a little bit of time, throws a screen over here, bounces off the leg of Tony Hoover, and was an incompletion. Bring up a 3rd and 20. Okay, 3rd and 20 looking at the Trojans now. Again to pass, and again a big rush this time. He got away from him though. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Schuyler could find no one open apparently and elected to keep the ball and go out of bounds over there. It'll bring up a 4th down and 14. 5.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Trojans looking at a huge 4th and 13 are going to call it.
He's still cranked up on it.
Timeout called by UDA.
Kurt's still cramping.
Well, the timeout is over now, so the Trojans need to come up with a big play here on a 4th and 13. We'll have to stay back here and see what the coverage looks like. Wow, coverage looks good. The ball came loose, picked up. Well, not picked up. Now I think Newport might have it. Well, they have it anyway. Doesn't matter. 52 might have come up with it, but it doesn't matter that he did because the Newport Buffaloes were going to take over anyway. Boy, a good rush that time by Newport. Really put the pressure on Schuyler immediately, and just not much he could